The VOD is going up now though. We're out here. For the rest of you who are still here, I'd like you all to go ahead and roll initiative. Screw a recap. We're getting right into it.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh, Pete, man.
Oh yeah, I remember we.
WDP! As you kick the door in the
WDP.
sewers underground, Xanathar's guild, as you have promised to clear them, no witnesses.
What's like the fantasy word for police?
Guards.
Guards.
The guard.
Guard department. So it'd be like WDGD. WDGD. That's too hard to say.
I think we said WDG, like Waterdeep Guards, last week.
Yeah. Oh, okay. WDG. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Waterdeep Guards.
Waterdeep Guards.
Unable to load page.
All right.
You're trying to load.
Shall be quenched.
Contains dynamic lighting, but your device does not support it. Excuse me?
Yeah, I got something similar. We'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, I want ray tracing.
I've got it turned on. Anyways, I had to refresh it. This is the beta version of some of the more.
Oh, no.
So you might have to refresh it.
My mouse pad is being stupid. Or mouse.
Yeah, a couple of the cities in Sword Coast. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, nothing. Just my mouse pad. I don't know what you call it. I forgot what it's called. My brain is farting. But the little, mouse thing on your laptop, because I'm on my laptop.
A little trackpad.
Like it won't let me write. Trackpad. Thank you. Is that right? Anyway, it won't let me right click, so I can't move the screen.
Oh man! Oh no, that's fresh. No, like game over.
Yeah, what a pain in the butt. All right, let me see. It was working a moment ago.
For those who want to go get drinks, roll initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Waterdeep, it's the guards.
Damn.
The guard. But like other places like Baldur's Gate, for instance, it's the Flaming Fist, which is like a mercenary group, is their local like police guard force. So it can get kind of unique in this settings universe, but I'm pretty sure Waterdeep just the Waterdeep guard. But there is the Force Grey, but that's a little different. Yeah, it's a little different. I rolled a nat 20 for one of them, so get wrecked. But at least it wasn't an attack roll. Okay. Yeah, so you all are down in the sewers underwater deep as Graf had cast Hunter's Mark and spoke to Yagla Stonefist, a half-orc that you all had helped. And she's like, yeah, you guys can help. If you're down for it, scout them out. And you got down here. And she's like, I'll pay you 400 gold if you go in there and destroy everything you find, because it's the Xanthar's Guild and I'm the Zentarum. And you're like, okay, leave no witnesses. And you've been kicking doors in and such. And then we ended... the only thing you've really fought so far was a gazer, a little floating head thing with tentacles, a baby beholder, and a sleeping goblin you assassinated in the middle of the night. And then you've made it now here. And yeah, you kicked in the door, yelling out, WDJ, Waterdeep Guards! I would like Cora, Hillshy, Udaada, and Graf to roll insight checks. But not Zaba.
Insight.
Everybody but Zaba.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that wonderful insight check.
So
Zaba,
close to getting a heroic inspiration.
Zaba, I'd like you to roll a deception check for me.
Okay.
Especially since I donated my own mind to somebody.
Also, I do have a feature, thanks to having alert. Immediately after you roll initiative, you can swap your initiative with the initiative of one willing ally in the same combat.
Ooh.
So,
Let's see.
Udaada, do you want to swap? So you get a 10 and I get a 17, so that way I can do my thing and then get out of the way so you guys can get in.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with that.
Sure.
Woohoo!
Love it. I didn't even know about that part. Do this, do this. Boom, 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 boom. And I don't know what the official is in 2024, but ties for players, it's a choice between you all. But if you want to just make a dexterity, you can. So technically, Graf and Zaba, you would be on the same initiative turn here. Okay. So with the 12, Cora Hillshire, when Zaba does kick the door, and correct me if you're not comfortable with this, Kevin, when she kicks the door in yelling WDG, is it safe to say you did that, or would you rather say that was just us having shits and giggles?
Oh no, I intended to say that.
Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah, so she did that really good, like very efficiently, and then yelled out WDG like I'm the guards. So you would have picked up on like maybe it was more than just a joke. Maybe there's something there as this fight breaks out. This guy up here in the top is one of the dudes for sure that was in the middle of the fight from previously in the yawning portal. As he sees you all, he's like, and he yells out like, "I know you!" And so he goes first. And he pulls out a little crossbow, and he's going to take a shot at Zaba as she comes in, kicking the door in. He like dives behind cover, takes a shot, but only a 6 to hit, so that's a miss. Yeah, so he just kind of cuts over to the corner here. This gentleman here looks like a dwarf, but dark-skinned. People who want to do history checks above table, they're called a Duragar, a dark dwarf. But if you would like to know that, you can roll that. But it looks like you don't belong here. And he kind of like slams his fists together and, and he starts growing and gets very, very big. He just kind of glows with magic. He's like, "You do not belong here." And, fortunately, though, that is his turn to do that.
Good. I was just hoping that would happen.
All right, Graf and Zaba's
So
up.
he's size large now.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yep.
Graf, I'll take this so I can get out of the way, and you can also filter in.
Well, I'm doing ranged stuff, so it's actually probably better. I don't think it matters really if you're going in melee which one of us goes first, because I can just shoot through your space. But yeah. So
Okay.
if you want to go first and get into melee so that they
What?
can't get close or whatever.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't-
gonna do that.
Alright, so Zaba before me. And Uda, I think still needs to go down a spot, because
Thank you.
it's showing me
Yeah,
that Uda
Cora
Otta's
should be
before.
ahead of me. There you go.
Okay, so Zaba can go first then,
Meat shield.
because once I
Okay.
finish my stuff, I'm backing off into the behind
Yes.
everybody else.
Hey, I mean, I'm not big and tough. I've just got a sharp blade.
Wait, where do you want?
Ah, yes, but the big and
Right
tough
here?
people are coming in. What?
Where? Right here?
I'm
I
gonna
don't think-
back off
Pretty much.
like to the left of Uda Otta or something,
Oh, okay.
because I can move through people's spaces. It's small.
I'm gonna be going
Yeah, does,
there.
yeah. So just Zaba, go ahead and take your turn. Sounds like it doesn't matter.
All right, yeah, I'm coming to this corner. I'm gonna stand on the bed, on the mat, I suppose.
Yeah.
Not bed.
This guy kind of
Matt.
like caught. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna engage this very large dwarf with my katana.
Okay, we'll just start with the nat 20 tonight. Let's go. All right.
Hell yeah.
Good start. Good start. Good start. Yeah. So the way I do nat 20s, we maximize one weapon die, and then you roll one more, and then we add it to it. So go ahead and hit your damage. Let's see what it calculates for us, and I'll do the quick.
So
math
just
for
click
you.
the normal damage. Okay.
Yeah. Usually it'll auto do it, but then I'll just adjust it as I see it. Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. So ooh. Oh wait, no, it's not. Okay, so that'll be a 10 plus 6 for 16. Plus 2 for 18 off of your opening shot here. As he goes, it's growing big. You like slide underneath, and with the katana, just slide across, slashing him, and blood goes splattering with this beautiful crit hit. He is bloody, but he is still up.
Okay, and I want to be like, I'm kind of standing with a very like fencing like pose after I do the
Yes.
slash, like just kind of on guard.
Love it.
But it looks cool on the card.
Yeah.
And-
All right,
and,
Graf. Sorry, assuming your turn's done. Wait, do you have a bonus section?
Good
Oh, you hit the creature's disadvantage on a 6th attack roll. Or wait, no. You don't have weapon masteries as a warlock. JK. JK. What we got, Graph? What we got?
Thinking, because I forgot that I had spells that I could do. Which I think.
Ooh,
Oh, funny enough, I don't remember where we left off, but I love the silliness here that you have Hunter's Mark on this guy right now, because you were using the track him, right? And he was
specifically him. Hell
yeah, he was the dude that was in the Yawning Portal. So you would actually, I'm fine saying you have Yawning Portal, or that's still up, the Hunter's Mark.
It's not still up because unfortunately, despite having a feature to be able to cast it twice without using a spell slot, it still does take concentration.
When would you have broken concentration?
Guidance. A couple of times we were trying to sneak in.
Fair enough. Yep, fair enough.
So, in the meantime, I can, until the spell ends once before, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll. I am going to use one of my 2 spell slots to cast Zephyr Strike as a bonus action, which will give me advantage on one weapon attack roll on my turn. And then I will shoot it. The big guy, actually. I was still thinking about the Hunter's Mark, but not because that's not applicable. So, shooting my short bow at the big guy with advantage because Zephyr Strike. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
For 4 plus, let me check what it says. 1d8. 6, so that's 10 damage. 4 is piercing, 6 is force.
All right. So you kill him with that final blow there. So as I'm just going to take the narrative here as he's like getting bigger. Immediately, Zaba, you roll in with the blade slashing across him as he's growing and not even completely enlarging. And as you just slashed, blood's going. And then as he turns and screams and yells and bellows, Graf just comes in with a clean shot right through the neck. And the big figure goes down on the ground, but then he watches his body like, damn it. Shrinks back down. Sorry, Ayudana. You're like, if I knew that, I would not have changed my turn. You do not get this.
Exactly. I wanted to kill that bastard.
You don't get the suplex to the large dude. I'm sorry. All right, Graf, still your turn.
Man.
All right. With that, yeah, seeing as how we've got a little bit more space to go here, I'm actually gonna head in and take up this spot. That will be my turn.
Oh, 1 sec. I looked over at what screen I'm using for the VOD, and it's not important, but it's showing like everything. It reloaded as the DM side of it, not the player side. I looked over, I'm like, I can see the whole dungeon on the screen. That's not what it's supposed to be there. Because I was going to point out the doors. There is a door right there, Graf, obviously, and then there's one in the corner up here. The one up here to the north, you all heard last time that they were trying to block something, right? So you would that it's not visual on the map, but that door up there's covered with furniture, like they're trying to barricade it. Is the word I'm looking for. All right, Cora, you're up.
All right, Cora is going to deep to perfect. Let's see here. Well, level 2. Let's go ahead and do my 1 attack. Okay, or not.
Yep. Okay.
So do I have any like bonus action? Doesn't seem like
Level 2. Level 2.
No, I'm like, oh my god. Yep. Can't smite him, so I didn't hit him. Okay. Well, that's it. I'll just guard you guys.
Yeah, so you come up and you slash, and he pulls out a blade at the last second and blocks it. He kind of just like, do you know who we are? You're fucking with our own people. Udada, your turn. You can.
As
talk
I
back
walk
to
up to him, I'm gonna say, "Do you know who we are?"
I do. I recognize you from the fucking yawning portal.
Oh,
You're the fucker who got in the way of us beating up on Yaga. You must be Zentile bastards, aren't you?
hence why we have to remove witnesses.
Mm.
And attack.
With Waterdeep guards.
Oh, true. No, that's fair. You would have. I real quick. Sorry, you did a. I'm gonna do. You did that 12 deception check. Or I'm gonna do a little insight check on his part. Okay. He would not have said Zentaro because it's very true. You busted in saying WGG. He's like, fucking gods. Should have known you were undercover fucking cops. All right, you come in. 16 hits.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear. Damage from my normal unarmed strike shall be that. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to, for the first time ever, do a flurry of blows.
He's definitely bloodied after that last hit. So
So I'm gonna do a flurry of blows and do 2 more attacks.
all right.
I just got heroic inspiration.
You got heroic inspiration. Yeah.
Yay! So,
your
yeah.
mic went out and all
Yeah,
we heard
you're
was
like,
the distorted scream of rage. Yeah.
Sorry, hotel Wi-Fi. I apologize.
No, you're good.
All
That
right,
was. It was actually very comedically beautiful.
Oh, good. All right, I get another. I still get another attack, so I'll take one more. That one will hit,
Yep.
and see what kind of damage I can do there. Max damage. How about some max damage?
How do you finish him?
Oh, perfect.
A friendly reminder, because I don't think this has come up in our sessions yet, even though we had some combat. Let's talk about, I'm not saying this is what you want to do, but just remember, it's an option of knocking someone unconscious rather than killing them. Pretty sure 2024 is still very similar, where you need to do a melee attack, and you can choose then to do non-lethal damage. I'll triple check that at some point, but right now, Udada, you're a good example of somebody who could just knock him out or finish him off. It's your choice.
I don't have a problem knocking him out and letting somebody else decide whether we split his throat while he's asleep. So I can do that. Just in case we decide we want to ask him questions. I don't know that we want to, but not for me to decide. So So what I've been coming in and throwing an overhand right. It was the jab that missed. That was the second attack. But what I did is I just followed through with the spinning elbow. So he kind of goes through with the left and spins around and jacks him with his elbow coming back through on the jaw, and he'll collapse into a snoring mess on the little bed next to him.
Crunch, and he goes down.
Crunch. And I'll see if I can find the spinning elbow gif.
All right, so we'll officially be out of initiative, but before we get farther into it, I'll do a little bit better of a broader recap from last time. As you all were in the Yawning Portal, and we finished the fight with the troll and the Sturges, the mosquito-like creatures. And the biggest thing that came out of that at one point, fortunately, rolls went certain ways, and we remembered rules because there was a chance that we were going to, on paper, Cora could have been one-shotted from a critical hit from the troll, but that did not happen, fortunately. And I did confirm the rules in 2024, it's the exact same as 2014, and we won't go into all of it now, but it works the same way for those who know. So level 1 and 2s are usually when it's the most scary and the most evident. And from there, you got level 2, and then Graf harvested some blood from the troll. And I wanted to highlight something for that real quick, because I mentioned you could use that for healing potions. For those who want to look at perhaps what some of that might entail, that's the official rules from the new 2024 for brewing potions of healing. So essentially that there's like a 25 gold cost for it. That troll blood will take place of that component cost for that for future reference. But short of it's like take 8 hours, and with the right tool proficiency, you could potentially brew it. So I wanted to mention tools real quick. and I'll link it to again for those who want to start poking around. I know we're in the middle of a dungeon crawl, so I don't expect you guys to look at it now, but they have listed it in 2024 tools, like what you can do with them, like what armors can you build as a leather armor worker and such. What can you do with mason's tools? So I do suggest that you all look through that. And if you have a tool proficiency you didn't put a lot of thought into, if you want to change it to something that you think you might get used to, because again, I'm trying to steer your guys' thoughts towards downtime stuff that potentially might happen. I do suggest taking a look at that and shout out at me if you want to change a tool proficiency around or something that sounds fun to you or fits for your character. Yep. So then Durnan was like, thank you. And here's some cheap crap from people who pay him with cheap magic items over the years. So you got some random rolls on that. Yarwin, the cleric from the House of Heroes, was like, thank you all. If you need help, Temple of Tempest, just come and give us a little, come knock on my door. And he did. Don't forget that. Yeah, he got you. Then the famous Volo Thap made his introductions and wanted to hire you all's invention group to help you find his friend, Floon. A lot of back and forth, but eventually said yes, with some promises of gold. Before you got into that job properly, Graf followed up on a little seed, a little hook that he had, where he had cast Hunter's Mark. So he talked to Yagra, who some of you had intervened and helped with fending off the ruffians, and he's like, I can track them, and came to an agreement. So you tracked them, came to the sewers, ended up being Xanathar's, and she had said, just track them, that we're cool with that. And then when he got here, she's like, hey, I'll pay 400 gold to do it. And you're like, okay. We're just gotta make sure no one survives because we don't want to get pulled up and everything. So then you kick the doors in, you've been going through here, and that's where we're at now. Anybody else want to mention anything from happened last session you might think is important to highlight?
I did have a notes thread going in the general chat, so that is where I am putting the notes that I forgot to put the payment amounts, but yeah, otherwise, yeah.
Excellent. All right, nothing else then everything does come to a close here. You have a knocked out gentleman that you'd seen at the Yawning Portal not even less than an hour ago.
I say, Hillshire walks into the room, kind of clapping his hands together, like he's wiping dust off them. Good hustle, everybody. Maron.
It's a good time to point out, too, I meant to mention it after the combat. This is not exactly an extensive dungeon, but those folks know I usually what I call a dungeon initiative. So like this fight, right? I'm going to keep these initiatives, and if we trigger another combat, we're going to start with Hillshire. That way there's less risk of somebody rolling bad initiative 2 encounters in a row and never getting to play. So we just kind of I continue with that initiative roll. But I will allow Graf to use his ability still to kind of switch things around if he feels like it, and the other player wants to agree to it. So that's all.
Cool.
Yeah, I wonder if that lassie would want that unconscious one right there, maybe for some of our own questioning.
Yeah, Cora kind of turns around. Do you think she would pay more?
Yeah, more or less. Or, well, not less, but even if she doesn't, I think she's paying us quite a pretty copper to do what we're already doing. And securing a longer-term working relationship ain't no bad choice.
I think it's worth willing to ask her if she does. Sorry, what is this? Oh, I guess we don't know this faction, right? We just know that she's part of the Zentarum, but we don't know. We just saw the sigil to these guys here, right?
I think she specified that it was the Xanathar's guild.
Yeah, I was muted. She did specify this is Xanathar's, and
Oh,
she
she
works
did?
with Zentarum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Cora basically just says, I mean, perhaps she would pay more money if we questioned him. It might be beneficial for her to get some information for the Zentarum.
Yeah, you know what? She ain't all that far behind. I can just go and ask her.
Yeah, Cora nods. She's still very much on board with the leave no witnesses, so she's like fully prepared to like take this guy out, essentially.
All right, I need to get by you, Twig.
Twig.
Hi, long and lanky.
So, Graf, you're going back to get Yagra. Is that what I'm understanding? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back far enough to tell her what the situation is, and if she wants to follow us or if she wants to just tell us what to do, then either
Okay.
way.
All right. So go ahead and roll a stealth check for me. And while you're
Ooh,
doing
stealth
that,
check.
I would like everyone else to roll perception checks for me.
Perception.
All right. I got a 10, but also if it's been less than a minute since I cast Zephyr Strike, then I'm moving at basically double speed because I have walking speed increased by 30 feet.
You might have like, I would say like 20 seconds left on it, right? But you go. Alrighty. Unfortunately, though, after you run away, Cora. So this is going to be a little weird with the official rules and how I like to do dungeon initiative, because you're the only one surprised as the rest of you see something squeezing underneath the door over here that they were barricading a few minutes ago, as something gray and oozy is like coming out, and all of you see it except for Cora. So let's talk about the new surprise rules for 2024, and I'll get into how I'm gonna probably try and do that for the dungeon initiative. If you're surprised, you have disadvantage on your initiative roll. Another good thing to remember, essentially, if you're stealthed before a combat, you have, or when you're stealth, you officially have the invisibility condition. And if you have the invisibility condition, aka stealth, or from something like the spell, invisibility, you have advantage on your rolls, just as an FYI. So for you, Cora, what we're going to do here is a -5 to your initiative, because that's usually how disadvantaged math works out. It doesn't look like it's really going to change too much, maybe depending on where, because it's going to be Hillshire acting first as this thing eases out. And we'll get what happens to you, Graf, as you're away. Unfortunately, it was coming. I rolled the stealth check, and you went walking away as it was, or running away, really. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. All right. This is a weird scenario where its initiative roll being low was good for it, but bad for the rest and bad for you. Because Hillshire, you do act first, but the ooze rolled a total of 6. So you turn and you see it, and Cora, you're a little slow on the uptake of what's happening. What we got, Hillshire?
Oh, all right. Sorry. I guess I'm gonna step up and see it through the door and be like, Maron! Just fire an arrow at it.
What did you yell?
Maron.
Maron?
Maron.
It's New York Italian slang.
Ah.
What does it mean?
Does it mean
I
poo?
think it's
it's
short
kinda like-
for Madonna, which
Yeah.
is, I guess it really wouldn't make sense in Forgotten Realms.
You know,
It's basically like yelling out like, Holy Mary.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Holy
yeah.
Mary, Mother of God.
It could definitely be a title associated to one of the goddesses. Or
Yeah,
gods,
just one of the goddesses. Yeah, it basically, well, Madonna. It's basically
maybe like
could be
Seluna.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
Love it.
shoot an arrow in it. Oh, there it is. 18.
18. I definitely had its actual thing up. Where'd it go? There it is. 18 what?
If 18 didn't hit a slime, I'd say
Oh,
you're
shit.
fucked.
I almost forgot because I have cunning action now. You've explained it before, but I just want to refresh. If I were to hide, like it wouldn't work if I just like rounded this corner and did the hide action and then
It
popped out.
would. The biggest thing,
Oh, it would.
yeah, the most important thing is breaking line of sight. So for those who are looking at the map and if it ever comes up, usually just put your measuring tool to corners. And if a corner can see, then that means it can see a square. But as soon as you break that, now you
Okay.
can do it. And if you have enough movement, you can come back out. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
You're like,
That's
oh,
okay.
just kidding.
So
I call it the
it's
rogue
stealth
roll. I'm
check.
like, just kidding. And I roll back out. Or whatever. Like, I try and keep the mechanics very just simple so you can take advantage of it when you can.
Do I roll stealth?
Yeah, roll your stealth check. Yep. Hide action, which is a stealth check.
Okay. Well, it's a 9.
All right. Well, let's talk about the new stealth rules. So technically, what you needed to do was get a DC 15 or higher on your stealth check. Doesn't matter. Remember, passive perception doesn't exist anymore, right? Or it does, right? But it's not mechanically relevant in combat. So your goal is to beat a 15. It's always a DC 15 for your stealth check, no matter the situation.
okay.
Just so you know. And then if it wants to try and spot you in the future, it would, depending on the hiding situation. Obviously, if you roll out in plain sight, it's plain sight. But it has to use its action economy to do a perception check. I think alert, is it alert, Riley, that has a bonus action perception check built into it? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Let me triple check, but I don't think so. No.
One of the
Alert is +2 to your initiative roll, and the initiative swap is start of combat.
Okay, one of the new feats has it built into it that you can use a bonus action to do a perception check. Just throwing that out there, reflecting the new changes. Okay, so fortunately not stealthy, but you think you are. You roll out. 18 still hits. 8 damage.
8. And no sneak attack.
And no sneak attack. I do think you'll get steady aim. I think it's baked in. I don't remember when it comes online
Yeah.
though.
Eventually.
All right.
5. So this will be
Excuse me.
it. 5 more feet, so-
Oozes over so slowly. Its form coming up through all the cracks of everything that we're trying to block it with, and it's reforming. And it's going to try and smack Udaata. Not 20?
No.
A little picture,
That's not awesome.
little screenshot. Man, above table, I'm really glad you guys are so low level because do you know how long it's been since I've been able to nat 20 somebody no one's like Silver Barbs it? You know how long it's been? It's been so long. All right, let's see here. There's going to be 2 sets of damage here, so I want to split them up. So first half of this will be... Oof. That's going to be 10 bludgeoning damage off the
Thank
first part.
Rumba.
Yeah. And then, weird question actually, Hillshire. Do you have a weapon mastery for the thing you shot and used?
No, not short bow.
Okay. Because I'm funny enough, if you had the slow thing from whatever bow that is, maybe that's a long bow. Like that actually would have probably negated everything that just happened. Okay, so that was the first half, and then the second half is going to be 9 acidic damage.
And I'm down.
Oh my
And
goodness.
if the target is wearing non-magical metal armor, but you are a
don't
monk,
have
so
any,
you have
yeah.
none of that, it would have been hurt a little bit. So what was your total AC? I'm pretty sure, or HP. We're fine in a game. I'm not
My
auto killing you, but I'm just trying to
total
explain
HP
rules.
No, that's fine. My
Yeah.
total HP was 17, and I just took
17.
19.
Excellent. All right, so it comes out and it takes a little bow and it's like sticking out of it, an arrow sticking out, and then it just whacks out, and with this acid, and Udaada goes down, unfortunately, with this one big blow. And that is its turn, which will bring us to Zaba, and fortunately, Graf, you're in another place in the moment, but.
Okay. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Yee.
8 hits.
Oh, nice.
Oozes normally have a very, very, very small or low AC. Oh yeah, that arrow that's sticking out of its body is like being eaten up and is being acidically kind of destroyed. All right, 2 damage off of that hit. All right, anything else?
Yeah. I want to cast Hunter's Mark on that slime there.
All right.
So uses gray. I'm not sure why it is.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Use is gray for that, even though I have a bonus action. Use Hunter's Mark. I can't click it.
Are you out of spell slots somehow?
No, I can cast. It's part of my features. My species.
Sometimes there's just a reason for it. So let's see here. That's not the right one. Zaba. You get that from the house thing. Features. I'm going to first start with that. Where the heck is it?
Species traits. Finder's magic.
Species trait. Thank you. You can cast Hunter of the Straight. Turn level. You can cast a Locate Arch. So that once you cast each of the Straight.
Well, it says starting at 3rd level. Oh no. Also. Okay.
Yeah, you can also. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why it's gray, but yeah, you cast it. Yep. Once per long rest.
Okay.
Yep. And you are concentrating on it, but it is up. Now let me look at something real quick here. Hunter's Mark. All right, magic creatures in your turn when you hit it with an attack roll. So I'm going to give it to you because the quote unquote optimal play here would have been to use your bonus action, Hunter's Mark it, and then try for the Eldritch Blast. Because when you hit with an attack, which would have been your Eldritch Blast, you would have done an extra D6 damage. Yeah. So I'm going to assume you did. So we're going to roll another D6 force damage. Yeah, you can do a bonus action at any point in the turn, so I don't feel like you need to do it last. Yeah. You can set yourself up with bonus actions. Yeah, so go roll a D6.
Okay.
Funny to me that the spell list listing there for Hunter's Mark is Ranger, and Oath of Vengeance.
And also Warlocks, ? Excellent. All right, this creature is now bloodied. Graf would like you to roll a perception check.
Perception. I have had one roll so far that has been above a 10 on the die.
When you're
I got
here,
a 13 total.
You hear through this arrow slit some someone like kind of mumbling to themselves in what sounds like French. But you, using your previous stealth roll, because that's what it's for, you move past it without having any issues, and you continue down, hoping to make contact with Yagra. Cora, you're up.
All right. All right. Cora's gonna try again. Little slash.
That'd be fair, Graf. I kind of pushed you past that. Did you want to stop and like look through the thing and take more action there? Or would you just kept running? To be fair, I just kind of gloss over the fact you could have reacted that differently.
I think Graf probably would have just taken the knowledge that, hey, I hear speech there, and just kind of like back pocket it so that he can tell the rest of the party when he gets back.
And
I
you
don't
can roll
think he's gonna risk getting spotted. To
unless you know Goblin. You can roll a history check to see if you recognize the language. Okay, Cora.
I do not know it, but you said I can do history to see if I recognize. Rolling that. Finally, a artificial 20.
Goblinoid language. So
All right.
you had killed a goblin previously, so maybe another goblin. So you have that information, Cora. Cora and Udada up technically, but it doesn't really matter to me who. Oh yeah, let's go Cora first. Let's do Cora first
Well,
because Udada's down.
I don't care when I roll my death save.
Yeah.
so it's okay.
Okay. The 18 hits, yeah.
18 hits. Yep.
You're right. Jeez, 5 damage.
I just realized the person who had picked up Cure Wounds too just ran away. So this will be interesting.
I got some healing.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Forgot you're a paladin.
Mm-hmm.
All right, another.
Is it?
Wait, one. You did one-handed, right? So 5 damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's still up. Yeah.
Okay. I'll smite it as a bonus action. Jeez. Low rolls. All right, another 4.
It had 3 health
Oops.
left. So what does your
Disregard the second.
smite look like?
Oh. I think it's kind of like a running theme where her magic has this like greenish yellowish tint to it. Yeah. Just kind of like a little glowing power, almost like crackling, kind of lightning like.
Love it. So the lightning kind of goes
It
all
almost
over
it has
around
this
it.
like little puffs of cloud, almost looks like a fume.
All
off
right,
of it.
we are going to keep initiative just because it will matter for like order of operations here. So anything else you'd like to do? So that was an action, bonus action, right? So
Yeah. I think that's all I can do. Oh, I think assuming that the slime came out of this way, Cora's gonna move this way and just kind of
keep an eye on that door.
block
for
it.
now.
Yeah, keep an eye on it, block it, that kind of thing.
All right, Udano, would like a death saving throw for me, a D20. Same rules as 2014.
Yeah, they have a
It's one
rolling
failure.
mechanism in.
Yeah, so like it's natural 1 counts as 2 failures. Nat 20 is still a 1 HP, and you have a turn kind of thing. And 3 successes is 3 failures. Still the same. So Hillshire, anything you would like to try and do? If you're talking, you're muted.
I don't think I can do anything unless I want to try a medicine check. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure medicine checks still apply to try and make him stable.
I don't have proficiency. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same. Yeah, you can still try a medicine check. Still try and staunch the acidic wound. I'm going to triple check it real quick just as a learning opportunity. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure it's still the same. I was just reading it earlier. How to TPK your player section. Okay, there it is. Right there. Perfect. Damaging. You can take the help action to try and do a DC 10 medicine check. Excellent. All right, yep, just do a medicine check for me.
All right.
Okay. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing. There's just this, like, there's acid on his body still, right? Kind of like burning a little bit. Like,
Just pull like my
grab some
glove
dirt,
off,
start
trying to
rubbing
wipe
it.
it off. Yeah. I'm like using my sleeve, like trying to rub it.
Right, Zaba's
Just
up.
spreading it around.
it's like, yeah, it's getting like on you. Like, oh, I'm sorry. You like pull out a handkerchief, start patting him. It's like burning her handkerchief. Anything you would like to try and do, Zaba? Like, if you don't have healing, technically anybody can try and medicine check like Hillshire just to stabilize him.
I really don't know much in the right of medicine, but I can attempt to see how injured he looks, because I've seen a lot of injured guards.
He's rough, but like he's as a
Dying.
you've seen injured guards, right? So you can still try a medicine check and see if you know how to maybe staunch this wound, right? There's a chance you can get lucky.
Okay.
That's not a very high DC. It's kind of like doesn't hurt, and there'll be a part of you addressing and trying to figure out his wounds and such. You recognize that like this is a pretty rough wound, and he's not looking great. And someone needs to either learn how to do medicine real good and stop the bleeding, or do some sort of healing, which kind of just going past you, Grab, because you're sprinting. Cora.
Okay, I'm gonna use lay on hands.
How much?
Oh, is this? This is a bonus action. Right. So I technically do lay on hands, and then fuck it. I'll just use my cure wounds on him.
Oh yeah, new cure wounds.
Yep. First level. Not a terrible roll. 14 for
Yeah, that's not bad. 14 healing. Do you want to tell us what your cure wounds looks like?
Yeah, so it's almost like this hers is it's strange. It almost looks like the same shade of like the acid that comes out, but it heals him instead. So it's like this like almost like noxious fume that comes out.
Love it.
I guess so actually that's an action. Could I still do lay on hands as a bonus action?
Oh yeah, 1%.
Yeah,
Danger's
'cause
gone now,
minus
so we're
5.
out of initiative,
Yeah.
right? So now you can Udada, you wake up with the power, the magical core leaning over you, and you can feel the pain and everything kind of easing, and the burns
And
going
I'll
away from the
use-
acid.
I use
Ah,
5
5 more.
HP. Yep.
Well,
5
he
more.
told us he has
And-
17, so right. So 3 more will be
Yeah.
enough to max him out.
Oh, 3 more. Okay.
yeah. Sweet. Hold on. How do I? Here we go.
And while you guys
So I'll be
are,
back all the way up.
yep, got you all the way back up. While you guys are doing that, I'm
Whee!
gonna pull back over the graph real quick since he didn't get to be a part of the combat. Graph, you end up, you come across her down the ladder that you came up to this level of the sewers, or this section of the sewers, and she's there. Like, what's going on? Everything all right?
We managed to get one of them unconscious, rather than dead. I figured you might want to, I don't know, either question him yourself or have us question him.
Have you cleared out the rest of the dungeon, or the hideout?
Not the entire thing. We made sure the path to that room was clear, though. We could drag him back to the room and make sure it's nice and safe for you.
Keep him alive, and let me know when you're done. Because she'd still, remember, she has recently got lowered down to practically 1 HP at some point, so she's like short resting out here. So she's still kind of a little timid about entering until everything's completely clear. But she does say, yeah, definitely want to give him some questions, so keep him alive, gag him if you have to.
He's in some sort of a cheap barracks room, sorta. So lots of blankets to tie him up with, and some to shove down his face.
Definitely a bonus in it if you can give me someone I can question, though. So keep him alive.
That's
Okay.
exactly what I was hoping for. Alright, I'll let the others know.
So while he's running back, you guys can pull yourselves back into the scene.
I hate to interrupt, but what happened to me?
The slime started to eat you.
Yeah, there's
I
like a
was
pool of
bested by
ooze there.
slime.
It
Yeah.
happens
go to
to
bat.
the best of us.
Well, I thank you, Cora, for helping me.
You're welcome.
I shall try to return the favor.
I shall nod at you. Is so the when the slime came, I know she didn't. I guess she'll ask everybody like where the slime came from, since she didn't really see where it seeped out of.
You all would have seen that it came out from underneath the door, that it was all barricaded. I think, Corey, you would see that a lot of the furniture there was like burnt on its way through. So
Okay.
pretty obvious
So
it
this
probably
is-
came through there. Yeah.
Is a barricaded door over here?
Yeah. The one directly
Okay.
to your east. Yep.
That was the one they barricaded.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Is it still barricaded and it came through afterwards?
Yeah, it's barricaded, right, but it's an ooze, so there was gaps, and it still just squeezed its way through.
Okay.
So everything's
It-
still there, except some of it got burnt by acidic-like properties when it came through and pushed against it.
Okay. And this door down here was barricaded as well?
Nope, not the one to the south. That one is
No, not
not
that one.
barricaded.
Okay.
Did we happen to check the bodies of the big giant dwarf and the other bad guy?
Mm-mm.
We should probably do that.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. I don't think any investigation checks or anything for their bodies. Nothing extreme value. On the bandit, I say the bandit, the dude from the Yawning Portal, who might have the stats of a bandit. What's this? You find 11 silver pieces on him, a little nicer.
Whoa.
Who's taking this stuff?
We could split it.
And on the dwarf, you do find 15 silver pieces.
15, you said?
Mm-hmm.
We have
this
a
is a-
total of 26 silver pieces.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
weird little detail since we're talking about money. You'll hear me trying to use it. I used it once last time, and I meant to mention it. You'll hear me say dragons a lot when it comes to money. Those are the name of gold
Oh, yeah.
pieces in Waterdeep.
In Waterdeep.
Yep. Hence,
Mm,
dragon heist.
That's the dragon heist.
Yeah. So you'll just kind of lean into the narrative. I'll try and use that when I remember to.
okay. You said 26 silver.
Total. Yep.
Okay. 5.2. So roughly around like 5 silver pieces apiece.
Graph, you show up and you just see like Udada checking his body, and they're like going through that, and there's like this strange thing melting away and sizzling as the acid kind of eats into the ground a little bit.
Cora kind of looks at Graf. What did she say?
You live, Riley?
Just realized my microphone was muted. Aye, she said, tie him up real nice and pretty like a present, and make sure he can't scream. Which ought to be a good idea anyway. I heard some goblins speak as I was on my way out.
Oh, on your way out that way. Okay.
Aye, back to the lassie.
Did you say anything about paying us more?
Aye, didn't give a specific number, but said it'd be worth our while. And wouldn't you look at it, we just so happen to have a lot of blankets right here that would be perfect for tying him up with.
True. I think I forgot I have a prosthetic limb. I like looked at my inventory.
Yeah, all the stuff you guys got.
I was like scrolling prosthetic limb.
Ah.
Yeah, Cora's got rope. We could just use that if you want. Yeah, I
If
guess
somebody
I-
wants to roll a sleight of hand on a
Ooh,
rope tying, they can.
Yeah,
I have proficiency
I
with
could
sleight of
try.
hand.
yeah. Somebody else do
I have-
that.
I have expertise with sleight.
Ooh.
Ooh. Well, in that case, I'll guidance you on it.
I really want to know your backstory now to where you became an expert knight or knight not tire.
Do you really want to know?
Nobody read my diary.
He wasn't a sailor, I'll tell you that.
19.
That's a weird scenario too. I'm not at 19. You're all totally fine, but somebody here has a sailor background, I would definitely have allowed
I
you
was just
to.
gonna say you have
yeah.
something against sailors.
19
She
seems to be
hates
tied
them.
up nice and
Plot
tight.
twist.
You gag him and
Don't
everything.
forget. Yeah, don't forget the plus D4 for guidance.
It's a really well-made knot.
I was rolling a d4 for my own uses. Go ahead and roll another d4. Yeah. All right. 22. Okay.
Nice and tight.
So it looks as though they barricaded this door. It could have been for the slime. This door down here seems
I was
normal.
wondering where that pile of goop came from.
And I can't remember her name. The lady, the woman, the mercenary, or no, the Zentarum. The terms were to take out the geez, my brain, Zentarum
Yagra.
Guild.
Mhm.
It wasn't
take
to
out-
clear the dungeon, right?
It was to clear the Xanathar's hideout, which assumingly
Xanathar's
you're
hideout.
in. Yeah.
Okay, so this is just the hideout, or is it? Assuming that it like continues on, because I know this is like it kind of looks campy with like all the beds and that kind of stuff.
We probably got a storeroom or something. We probably just went through the sleeping quarters at this point.
I don't know if there's anything in character for your character to decide if this is all of it or if there's
Right.
stuff beyond farther.
Right. Okay. Well, she definitely keeps her promises, so we should check out this other room. She'll kind of gesture to this room down here.
Yeah, Zaba approaches the door, and I try to open it.
Squawk it.
I walk through,
Nothing bad happens.
and I just shout, "Leads to passage with more shit here."
There
Before
there
we
is
go,
a,
did we
a
did we
block
kill this
here,
No, he's still alive.
Oh,
but I'm just moving for a second, Zaba. But you would see that it continues to a door up some stairs.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe be a bit more careful about the yelling. After all, like I just said, I heard some goblin. And I don't mean that they've found a cook place. Or a turkey. Yeah, neither of those are the case. The goblins, I believe, might be working with those greenskins.
Well, I'll cut through any goblin that crosses my path.
If we continue on, what do we do with him? And she'll like kind of gesture to the tied up dwarf.
Yeah.
Uda should carry him.
I don't think that'll be necessary. After all, they already blocked up this door for us. I think if we just take a couple of minutes and block off this one, we can make a good, make it nice and safe for him. And then we can probably just drag him about into the hallway.
You can see Cora's like very debating on whether to just like kill him now. And then she leaves it, nods.
I'd like to talk to him.
Yeah,
We
the
should
lassie
interrogate
said.
him.
Yeah, the lassie said that she wanted to be the one to talk to him. Plus, he's probably out cold for a bit. The tall one just smacked him so hard. I doubt he's gonna wake up anytime soon.
Did you want to talk to him now or later?
Well, if he's out cold, then we can probably let it sit if we hog tie him.
And did you want to talk to him before, what was her name? Yeah. Before Yagra?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, she'll nod. She's right behind Zaba. Oh, yeah, I guess we'll take the advice and barricade this door a little bit.
Okay, go and roll an athletics check
Or-
for me.
Ooh.
I'd like to assist.
Do with advantage. Okay. Slide some stuff, block it as best you can with the furniture that you find.
Right. Onward.
Is he tied up?
Yep.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, he's tied
He's getting out of the knot.
Continue forward down the stairs.
Oh, with enough shimmying.
Katana raised. Come to a room.
There's a door in front of you. And it's locked.
It's locked?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cor
Uh,
puts a hand on Zaba's shoulder really quick. Perhaps proceed with caution.
So, cautiously, I examine the lock.
Are you looking for traps? Or what are you trying
Yes.
to... Go and roll an investigation check for me. 19. You do see a little trigger mechanism inside the lock. And then you look to the sides, you notice there's little arrow slits built into the walls in the hallway that you're standing in. A little subtlety
Oh,
to
shit.
notice at first.
So I turn around and quietly, because I don't know, what's on the other side of this door. I point at the lock and slide my hand across my throat and point at the arrow slits to everybody behind me.
Cor nods. Is Hillshire's the one? Is it Hillshire or Graf who's the most dexterous? It's probably Hillshire.
We have a lot of dexterity in the party.
I say
Right.
I think we're a dexterous
Who's
party.
who's the expertise in sleight of hand? I'm sorry.
Well, I have proficiency with thieves' tools, so.
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
So-
okay. Okay.
Do you
So
have
we're not-
proficiency
we're
in
not
sleight of
hurting on-
hand, Graph? Do you have
I don't have
proficiency in slide?
expertise in it.
Do you have proficiency
I
in
have
it?
proficiency.
So weird rules for 2024. Both this applies to both of you. It's just expertise doesn't matter. Obviously, Hillshire has the better score, but just for your consideration, if you're both proficient in the thieves' tools and the associating skill, which is technically it's a sleight of hand check, you would have advantage on that roll on top of your, with all your other bonuses for the proficiency stuff.
If he helps.
But no, Hillshire, you have advantage. Assuming you're proficient in thieves' tools and your expertise in sleight of hand, it's a sleight of hand check that you make at advantage.
Let me take a look at it.
And just
Yes.
I
step
kind
to
of
the side.
linked the tools things earlier. Keeping that in mind for your tools stuff. I think they might have like stuff you can craft with them, and there's a skill associated with it. So if you double up, you'll have advantage on things like that. It applies to all tools and its associated skill.
Hmm.
Also, I do want to give guidance to Hillshire.
So
That
where
sound-
where are the arrow slits on the sidewall? Are they kind of
Pretty
like,
much lining the
what do they
whole
look like?
hallway.
Oh shit. Okay.
Or I say arrow slits, little holes that you're like, okay, those are
Mhm.
probably going to shoot out little bolts or arrows or something of that sort.
Or is
if-
gonna raise her shield to like whatever arrow hole is like next to her.
Yeah, there's a good
as
bit
I
in this
step to the
whole
side-
hallway. Yeah.
As I step to the side to let Hillshire by, is there any kind of empty space on the wall with less slits that I could kind
Not
of
in the hallway.
gravitate towards?
Mhm.
Or is it?
Okay.
Could you duck down underneath? Is it like in continuous liners, or are they just like everywhere?
There'll be a dexterity saving throw if they go off. And if you're in the
Okay.
hallway, you're making the thing up.
Gotcha. I'm thinking just like some Indiana Jones shit.
No, 100%. If you like try your best, maybe you'll get advantage on it or something if you're being particularly clever about it.
Yeah, I just think like Cora's like raising her shield. Maybe she'll put it like right in front of a couple arrow holes.
So the Hillshire, they've never seen you do anything before, right? So I love this idea that everyone's behind like, all right, let's
No
take some
faith. No
cautions
faith
or
at
yeah.
all. Yeah, we got guidance, we got advantage. We're not taking any chances.
Graf has turned around
Listen,
and
we're
walked
level
away.
2.
You don't
It's
see
just
it, but
no
he's
faith.
Graf is taking a nap, waiting for you to finish your job.
See, this lock, it ain't even that complex. You guys are
Well
Hillshire,
placed,
that wasn't
right?
even
freaking
locked.
out over
Yeah.
nothing.
And I was gonna try to go against the concrete wall and a pattern almost like avoiding the lasers in a Mission
Yeah.
Impossible, like just where there's less.
You hear a click when he's like over there disabling the trap, and you immediately start like nothing happening. Oh,
Turn around to see everybody hide.
yeah. So you've disabled the trap. I'm assuming that's what that check was for. But with the nat 20, you also picked the lock, and it's now unlocked.
Ooh. Mexi.
Forget about it. All right, can I peek? Can I see anything through the keyhole?
You can roll a perception check. Needs to say whatever is beyond is going to be a very high DC to try and spot anything. Yeah, unfortunately not. You don't hear anything either.
Did you want someone else to go first?
Please.
Okay.
I step forward and go first. I open the door.
Okay.
And step through.
All right. Official description time. I'm going to copy and paste it first because it's a bigger one. Threadbare curtains hang on the east wall of a long hall, in the middle of which a muscular half-orc in dingy robes stands with his foot on the chest of a male human with wavy red blonde hair. Fire burns around the orc's clenched fist, and his victim cries and squirms helplessly beneath him. Seated on a raised platform to the south is a nightmarish figure wearing black robes. It has large white eyes and rubbery purple skin, with 4 tentacles encircling its inhuman mouth. It cradles and gently caresses what looks like a disembodied brain with feet.
Back up. Back up. Gently close the door.
And we're going to roll initiative.
Oh my god.
As there, for those who know, there's a mind flayer standing at the end of the hall, holding what
We're
is
dead.
called
We're dead.
Intellect Devourer.
Oh, we're dead. We're so dead.
Yes,
We'll be
just, he'll do a fresh initiative here since
I
everyone's
don't have any
had some
spell
turns.
slots.
Do that.
Cue doors music.
If that wouldn't mute the VOD, I would
Yeah.
100% would. You know I actually have playlists like that too, yeah. I'm pretty sure I have Break On Through on one of those old school playlists.
New initiative.
Yeah, new initiative for this one. We're just gonna get really epic with this.
Holy shit. Holy shit. That was bad. Okay.
Nat 20.
Alright, Graf. This is not worth 400 gold.
Is music supposed to be on right now?
Yeah, I'm doing very epic music just for the pacing of it and stuff.
Well, it says deafened for me, but I can't. It's not muted. I don't.
Deafen means that thing is not listening to anything going on. But the music was a little low, maybe. I just popped it up a little bit.
Okay, now I can hear a little bit. I had to put it like 200%.
I do keep it low on my end because it goes through to the VOD, so I'm also like keeping it at a certain level on my end so it's not overpowering. All right, let's see here. Yeah, the orc in the room is standing on a person who matches the description of somebody that you're looking for.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait,
Alright.
someone that we're looking for.
Gloom? Is that Volo's friend?
No, what?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You
Two
said-
birds, one stone. Let's go.
You guys
There's a person in
above. What were you asking, Kevin?
There's someone in the room or a statue, you said?
There's a person in the room. I'll get back in it. Let me roll the initiative real quick before I get to. This is my disclaimer. Obviously, the Mind Flayer we all know is very scary, but the little brain dude is very scary in their own right. It is a little critter that can kind of kill anything, no matter your level. So they can be very scary. So
Especially
tread.
people with a -1 intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone in the party
Yeah,
has bad
yeah.
intelligence. Now I'm thinking
That's
about
why-
it.
Intelligence save.
That's why I'm pooping my
Oh,
pants right now.
oh. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
screwed.
You failed
We
your
are
real
not
life
an
history
That's what
check.
I was
party.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I was
failed
like-
your real life history check.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Graf is straight up the smartest in the party, isn't he? With a 12 in intelligence.
Yeah, we
I'm pretty
have
sure you
so-
are.
We have
Yeah.
really bad intelligence. I'm pretty sure, like, what,
I think
three
everyone's
of us
minus
have
one,
-1?
except yeah.
Oh god. Don't play this music right now. This is way too uplifting.
Hold on. Play BFG Division.
No, funny. Wait. I don't know if I can do exactly that one, but actually, I think I have something that'll fit what you're thinking. Where'd it go? Where are you at? Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, wait, no, I do have it on this playlist. Actually, your wish is my command. All right, Graf, you're up first.
All right.
We're doing Mad Max and Hell, and I definitely put together some Doom playlists for their stuff. So
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Hop boy. We're gonna die.
Oh boy. I hope you got your last will testament.
yeah, Graf, all in the very far back, because everyone's kind of stunned about what they're seeing here. You go first.
Yep. All right. 50 feet.
Yeah.
That
So let me.
is-
Sorry. So this guy. Here, let me give him a token. That's the official thing, but let's give him an identity real quick, just so it's easier to like note who they were. Actually, this he's supposed to be kind of like a nobleman's son, so I'm gonna use this quick token. So the guy on the ground here he seems to be getting beat up or been tortured. He's been singed by this half orc here who has like fire in their hand.
Well, I will. Step 1. Hunter's Mark. On the half orc.
I'm going to be a little mean here in that there's steps leading up into that room. So you're going to have to get closer to be able to cast it. You'll need to at least probably get in front of Cora to be able to see it.
Mm.
Fortunately,
So
it's not a
5.
straight line into it.
From here, would I be able to get up there with my 30-foot move?
5. Remember, oh yeah, it hasn't come too much for us yet. Moving through allies does not count as difficult terrain anymore. So 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30 will get you right behind Zabra right there.
Okay, so yeah, that will put me here.
And I think, if I remember correctly, you can move through enemies now, but they count as difficult terrains. I'll have to triple check that, but I think
Yeah, I
that
think that's
they've
what it is.
I think they've made movement a little bit easier now. So, but there you go.
All right.
Which
And
one?
then I Hunter's Mark the half orc, which uses my second use of that, and attack with my short bow. That is a 14 to hit.
Before you go any farther, you go to cast a spell, and the half orc cast counter spell at you.
God damn it, he's got counterspell too. Shit.
So-
Damn
All
it.
right.
Oh, we're fucked.
Nobody's
Actually-
even gonna be alive by the time we get to my initiative. We're all gonna be fucking dead.
We're so bottlenecked.
So
too.
counterspell's
You-
new now.
Oh,
So
you
you need
a
to,
up.
lightning bolt.
Graf, you need to make
so
a constitution.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
20.
Hunter's
Or
Mark
official.
God.
pushes
Yep.
through it. Yeah, the new thing is the half orc does not lose a spell slot, but you do bypass. Wait, no, that applies to you. The counter spell is still used. Never mind. Ignore what I just said. All right, Hunter's Mark is off and on him.
Cool. And I rolled a 14 to hit.
Okay, 14 will hit.
All right. That's a 9 plus the Hunter's Mark damage of 1d6. 15 damage in that single hit.
Whack.
God.
Awesome. All right, anything else?
I'm out of movement, and I've used both action and bonus action, so we are end of turn.
All right, Hillshire's up.
All right. So at what point do I have to be to see over the top of the stairs? Like where Graph is?
Technically, yes.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. Gonna stand right over you. Short round.
Well,
shoot, I'm
you can
gonna hide
move.
first.
You can move through your allies, but you cannot occupy their space.
Right. I'm gonna hide first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a stealth check. DC 15.
Oh, much better.
Much better. You feel very sneaky. You feel like you have the invisible.
I'm gonna
skills.
tippy toe up, and I'm gonna take a short bow shot at him.
Okay.
Oh, 14.
14 will hit.
Oh. So 4, 7 piercing damage.
All right.
And 20, 30. And that's my turn.
Love it. The Mind Flayer, the tentacle monster, his little tentacle face, just like as the little brain goes scurrying across the ground. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Good luck.
35. Oh god.
Good luck. Here we go.
Kill it with fire.
Let me
Kill it with
actually look
fire.
through. Let me actually look through their stat block real quick because their effects are so complicated and important to remember. So, hits okay. Okay, so it comes. And Zab, as it goes up, there's a psychic blast from it as it tries to devour your intellect. And I need you to make a DC 12 intelligence saving throw.
Ooh.
You did click check. That's not a big deal. I'm just letting you know you might have had a bonus to save, but we do know it was a DC 12. So you did succeed on that. All right. I think you don't take. I think it's if you succeed, you don't take anything. Yeah, you're good. So yeah, so it comes up, kind of pushes into your mind, and is trying to pretty much just like make your mind blank, just destroy everything about your intellect and everything about it. But down deep inside, still, you feel a little extra presence pushing back with you, resisting the intrusion on your mind. Okay. Good round. Good save. Okay. And as it goes up and you're like pushing back against it mentally, the half orc pulls up a wand, and one hand still like holding a flame, and then it kind of shoots out with some arcane energy straight at you, Zaba. That is going to be only a 10 to hit. So I'm assuming that misses Zaba as you then duck down, and Graph, you all watch as that blast of force energy just goes right down and hits the tunnel right above you, and he misses a shot. And he kind of then looks down and takes his flaming hand and points it down at the guy below. He's like, I will finish him. Zaba, you're up.
Not if I stick you first.
So
Kill it.
I'm really freaked out by this brain thing.
Kill it.
And so I'm going to take a step to my left raise my katana above my head with a there's a disgusted look all over my face, and I'm gonna try to lobotomize this thing
17 will
straight
hit.
down the middle.
Very clever. Very clever.
All right, 4 damage.
And
So here's the thing for you to note too. You had Hunter's Mark up, and Hunter's Mark usually lasts for an hour. And so after your target dies, you can keep it up for that hour, and there's a bonus action later. You can move it on your turn to a new critter. So I think you would have tossed it on to him as your bonus action, start off your turn, and then so you would have got your Hunter's Mark damage on top of it.
okay,
Yeah.
I
So Hunter's
should've
Mark
rolled
is
a-
essentially up until an hour's up until you do something else, concentration wise,
okay.
for an hour. Okay, another little 1 damage. Okay. It did take your bonus action to do that, but anything else you'd like, any more movement you would like to use?
Yeah, I'm gonna take one more step to my original left in this hole.
Love it. I'm gonna peek you through a little bit, Graph, so there's still like a player vision there.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so it's now the Mind Flayer's turn. Steps up. You see the half orc quickly look at him and nod, and then still hold his position. And then he steps over this way, and he opens some doors, steps through.
Oh God, that makes me more scared than if he's
From
coming after us.
beyond that door,
Not
in that
unexpected
room,
speed.
there is a flash of magical energy.
Shit.
That can't be good.
Or he just.
Udada, it's your turn.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Yep.
5 more Mind Flayers come out of that room and roll
God
initiative.
It was a cloning machine. Shit. All right. I guess I'm gonna try and beat up this brain thing.
Kill it with fire.
I don't have fire, but I have fists, which are better than fire.
True.
So I am going to punch him hard. What does he look like again?
This thing on the ground
I
is
know he's
literally,
disembodied brain.
it's a brain with legs and arms, like very creature, not like human legs and arms, almost maybe chicken legs. Just like it's a strange creature, but it's definitely a brain. It's got these little tentacles coming out of its head.
A brain. Okay. Well, then I guess we'll just attack it. How about a 16?
16 will hit. Yes.
All right. Damage. We'll only do 6 points of damage.
Okay. With that hit, it is bloodied.
Oh, nice. I think I'm gonna. I was going to do something different, but now that the Mind Flayer's not there, now I need to decide what I want to do. Yeah, I'll. I'll use another flurry of blows on him.
Okay.
What's the sense in having abilities if we don't use them?
Yes.
24 hit.
7 more. And 8 more.
Nice. Yeah, so you kill it. So you go up and one of your turns just
Squash. Squash. Squash.
Yeah.
Just curb stomp it.
You do feel like a mental presence in your mind as you're hitting it, like pushing in towards your own consciousness. Like every time you made impact on it, nothing bad's happening, right? But just this weird psychicness about it, and you kill it, smashing it to bits.
Awesome. And since Zaba stole my hiding spot, I'm out in the open anyway. I might as well move forward. So I'll finish my movement there. I have now used everything. I am done.
All right, Cora's up.
Okay, so seeing as this half orc is threatening to off Floon, I'm gonna go up to him and I'm trying to take him out before he takes Floon out. Gonna be a long sword. Come on, baby. 18.
18 will hit.
Okay. It's gonna be 5, and I'm gonna use Divine Smite. 1 Divine Smite. It's an extra 8.
Okay, he is bloodied off of that hit.
Okay. Well, I think that's it. Essentially just trying to draw attention away from Floon.
Love it. All right, Graph is up.
Step forward, solidly into the room over here, and I shall attack Bromshar here, the half orc.
Okay.
So, fun thing. I do have weapon mastery of a short bow, which means Vex, when I hit them with a short bow and deal damage, I have advantage on my next attack roll against that creature before the end of your next turn.
Sounds good.
So I roll my attack with advantage.
Yeah.
Ah, one short of a crit. But
24 hits.
it's 5 plus Hunter's Mark. 5, so another 10 damage.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, I don't have anything more I can do with a bonus action, I don't think.
All right. Hillshire's up.
All right. When it comes to switching weapons, if I put my short bow away, and like draw my short sword, I can't draw my dagger along with it, right?
Correct. There is the dual wielding feat to allow you to switch the 2 weapons, I think. I'm pretty sure. But you can definitely switch at least 1 weapon on your turn. They did make it easier for you to be able to switch them.
All right. Oh, okay. I'm gonna switch to my short sword and I'm sprint up and try to stab this man.
I'm going to try and stab you.
$18.
18
Nice.
hits.
7 plus sneak attack.
He had exactly
12.
5 left before your sneak attack.
Ooh.
So how would you like to kill him as he's like holding the flame over, blocking off Cora, who's getting blows in, arrows are like in his body now as you come running up.
So yeah, he kind of draws his short sword and sort of does like a charge attack, like he's just charging in and just puts it right between 2 of his ribs. And then I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Yeah, so he falls back with the blade after your final blow lands on the ground, and his head begins to glow with magic, and
Oh god.
from it appears another intellect devourer out on the ground.
Oh God.
Who will just take the same initiative.
Oh.
Okay, well definitely I'm gonna use cunning action dodge.
And you're like,
Wait, I can dodge, right? Just one.
Not as a cunning action, actually.
No.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
I made
No,
that mistake
then
once as a rogue.
That's my turn.
You can
Ouch.
bonus action disengage. Well, you use all your movement, didn't you? Yeah. So he
Well,
pretty much
I
would
guess I
be.
could bonus action dash and run away.
He will
Let
be.
you guys deal with it.
Technically, he could have a attack of opportunity on you. He would be occupying the same space as where the body was. So it's up
Let
to
me
you.
measure how much. So it's 30. Yeah, then I'll at least disengage and move to here.
Okay.
So 5 more feet. All right. And that's my turn.
Bye, guys. Again.
Yeah, I have a -1. Do you also have a -1?
I sure do.
All right. So it appears, and it is now. So you're taking the attack of opportunity. Sounds like
Did disengage.
you did disengage and said, "Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha." Yeah. So it appears out and it looks up at Cora, and you do hear in your mind for a little second, "Join us," and then you feel a concussive blast coming towards you. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me.
God. Okay. Where am I? Intelligence. Jesus Christ. I'm using my inspiration. Oh my god.
Did you roll it at advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you rolling at advantage? Oh, this is not a magic.
reason.
This is not
Oh, is
magic.
it not? Okay.
Nope.
Alright.
So,
Yep.
you
I'm
are
using
so
my inspiration, bro.
yeah. At least they were both low, but that was a nat one off the rip there.
My stomach is sick. I am sick. Okay, it's a little bit better. 14.
Okay, 14 is enough. The DC is 12.
Ugh.
You push against that, and you take no psychic damage, and your intelligence is not lowered down. Zaba, you're up.
Okay.
Too close. That was too close. That was too fucking close.
I'm going to step in. So here. Then here. And I'm going to, again, attempt to smash this brain right through the middle, slash it right with my katana.
Sounds good.
And I do want to transfer my hunter's mark if I can use my
Yeah,
bonus action.
yeah,
to
yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yep. Yeah. Make sure it's on the right guy.
Yeah, Grunshov is dead, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the
Okay.
Intellect Devour came out of him, essentially.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure because this one's marked for with a red X, but Grunshov is not for me.
Thank you.
Oh, now it is.
I just put it on him.
Oh, okay.
It was your whole time, actually. You're just crazy. All right, 19 is a hit. All right.
And then my
Hunter's Mark. Alrighty. It is bloodied after that hit. Alright.
nice.
Udahada.
Yes, let's finish this bastard off. Please?
Money, please.
Ooh, does a 15 hit it?
15 hits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Max damage. Let's go.
You got 9 on that hit? Yeah, so that
I
9
did.
damage. How do you want to kill this one? It had exactly 9 health left.
Isn't it on top of the other body?
Yeah, so it came out of it and is now it was on top of the dead wizard half orc there. Yeah.
Actually, I want to do a kick, so I'll kick it against the wall and just let it splat and then slowly slide down the wall.
You'll hear in your minds from it. For all extensive purposes, we're out of initiative.
Holy shit.
Yay.
Actually, no, sorry. One last thing. Actually, I apologize. We're not out of initiative. I forgot about the 3 mind flayers. So just give me 1 second.
Grab Floon and let's run.
Now you hear like, it's happening. It's another day for somebody. And then a goblin steps out through the doors that were open, which the magic is no longer glowing. And he looks around. And he turns to run. So Ted, I'll let, to be fair, Udada, I'm going to let you still have your turn here, or the rest of your turn. So your remaining movement and remaining any other actions you might have.
Well, oh yeah. So wait, there is what is this thing?
A goblin.
Oh, it's a goblin.
And
Well,
you turn it and he
it-
starts running the other direction.
He's running the other direction.
He's going west. You can't see him because of actually I can probably break that visual now. So give me 1 second.
Did I see him though? I saw him, or I just.
Oh yeah, he walked in, he was like, what's going on? And he sees everything, he's like, and he didn't say anything, he just turned and started running as soon as he saw the room just slaughtered with his allies essentially.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a bonus action attack, but instead of attacking, I want to try to grapple him to keep him from running away.
Okay. Yeah, so it's
I
a
think he just
save
makes-
now, yeah.
Yeah, he makes a save. Yeah.
Either strength or dexterity, if I remember correctly.
Yep, and I just don't remember what the DC is. So hold
It's
on, I'm looking.
it's like
it up right
8 plus your strength plus your proficiency.
now. Give me a second. Where did it go? I can't find it.
It's underneath unarmed strike, I believe, and the new one.
Oh, it's
so-
under my actions. Okay, that's
Or-
why. I was
Well,
looking under
is it
features,
in?
But
Oh yeah, it is in.
okay,
If you
it's
click
8
on it,
plus
yeah.
my proficiency bonus plus my strength, but I get to use dexterity instead. So
even
so that'll be-
for the shove.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
it applies to unarmed strikes, which this is an unarmed strike. Yeah, makes total sense. Yep.
Yeah. It actually says all the unarmed strike stuff. So it's gonna be 15.
So 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 2 is 13, right?
Yeah, which is less
Yeah.
than 15.
I was making sure. I was just making sure.
Most
13.
importantly.
He rolled a 21 total on his dexterity saving
yeah.
throw. Yeah, so
Bastard.
he like kicks off of you like no, we can talk about this, man. All right.
Wait, how far did I go? 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. So if he's still moving, I'm gonna move with him. But
Wait,
that's-
that was where he moved until his turn, so you're with him right
Okay.
now. Yep. That's now Core's
Okay.
turn.
I actually
Mm-hmm.
will step. I still have 5 feet of movement, so I'm gonna step. Can I fit into that space right there?
Technically, moving around corners diagonally doesn't work, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to stay out of everybody else's way, so I guess I'll just go.
That
here.
door to the north there, like I'm assuming, I'm just gonna say both of these doors are open for simplicity. Just for everybody
Okay.
else.
I'll just go. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna stay where I am because it allows people to move around him easier.
Core is up.
I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay, so Cora okay, so I wanna do like maybe a history roll just to see if she understands like or has ever seen like a mind flayer or know what like a mind flayer is or these
Okay,
like,
history or
living
nature check.
creatures. Okay, alright. She is not.
That was some weird shit, but somewhere you feel a little symbiote raging
I
and
know.
going crazy.
I know. Okay, so I guess is Fluid, is he stable?
Yeah, he's like he's groaning, but he's not like dying or making
Groaning.
death saves. Yep.
Okay. Cora looks to everybody else. She doesn't know what the mind flayers are or these little brain creatures are really, but she felt like danger. And she's like, we should leave. And she grips Floon and kind of like hauls him up and is like helping him.
Okay. All right, Graph, you're up. Cora, you didn't move very far. You can use half your movement and then dash if you want, if you're not using your action or anything else. If you
Okay.
want to start moving him in combat initiative, I should say.
Okay. Yeah, oh man. Okay, I'm sorry. I may redact that. She's looking quickly around the room to see if there's anything like as far as like, because she knows that the mission was to recover Floon, but why he was taken and all that kind of stuff. So she's looking around the room for like any paperwork or like notes.
You do
that
know
are
the
laying
goblin's
around.
not been captured, right?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, he
the
ran off.
goblin
Oh.
Udada
shit.
just tried to
Yeah.
grapple him and he did not succeed.
He's
Oh,
saved.
The
yeah,
goblin
he's-
is running.
He's wily. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well, if he's running, that changes things.
Yeah.
I'm not the goblin.
So,
Yep.
she.
The other goblin.
Yeah. Oh, right. The other goblin. She'll cut him off. She's not gonna try to grapple him. She's gonna try to take him out.
You don't have to do this. You don't do this. Fuck the thing. He's trying to. The thing is.
I know. I'm trying to. Okay. Ooh. I'm wondering. Okay. Instead of attacking with her sword, she's gonna hold up her hand, and this like noxious fume is gonna come pouring from her palm. I'm gonna use poison spray on him. So he needs a con save 12.
Mm. 18 total.
All right.
So that was a
that
cantrip, right? So
mine.
no damage, right?
Yeah.
All right. Scarath.
All right. Sorry, I was just trying to find. I could have sworn I've got the image of in my mind of the perfect gift to post, but I can't find it quick. So
I think Cora would have
1, 2.
still said like, "We need to get the fuck out of here," basically, and went to run after the goblin.
All right. Bonus action: move my hunter's mark to Gobbo. Main action: attack Gobbo. It's an artificial 20 to hit
Yep.
for 7 plus 4, so that is 11 damage.
And you put it like he's like, well, he'll talk about this, and he like ducks out from the poison spray. The poison spray almost gets Udada in the face. And as he goes to roll out between the two of them, you catch him right through the neck with the arrow and putting him down. And he's dead.
Ooh.
And we're out of initiative.
Yay.
Oh wait! I'm just kidding. We're out of initiative.
You only get one of those a set.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we're out for sure.
Okay.
Let's do this real quick. I would like to take a quick 10-minute break now, but earlier. I feel like I need a little bit of snack. My blood sugar. So, 10-minute break. 5 minutes. Let's say 5 minutes after the hour, and we'll get back into it.
Okay. See you later.
Be back.
Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
Everything's unmuted. We back out here. Okay. And the goblin goes down. Before we get too much into it, I want to describe the room that Cora's in. And it's still so in the middle of this otherwise empty room is a stone pillar. So I guess that's kind of what this is supposed to be right here. They bump up against Cora. Carved with a small symbol, perfect circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating outward from its circumference. In the middle of the circle is a smaller circular indentation that bears a passing resemblance to a lidless eye.
Well, what?
Passing resemblance to a lidless eye.
Lidless eye. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a weird one. This is actually retroactive. Who was in the front? It was Zaba, right?
I
You're
was
the
first
yeah.
to the door. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check for me. Actually, let me check one more thing too. It might not matter. You rolled a total of 10k. Let me see. Cool. Yeah, unfortunately, don't get more information from it, but that was like a retroactive perception. See if you had noticed something when we first came in. But all right, and yeah, that's the official description. Yeah, this guy on the ground next to Zaba is kind of like moaning.
Are you okay?
Well, no, I hurt a lot.
You need wine?
Yes, you have some wine. Oh,
Let me see here. Shuffling through my bag. I'm
oh, no,
kind
it's
of
all
muttering to
over.
myself.
Who are you
What-
people?
what's
As if you're
happened?
going to take me somewhere now too.
Who are you?
Who am I? I am Floon. Who are you? Are you going to take me
Floon.
away like they took me away?
That's the guy Volo's looking for.
Wait,
Looking for you.
wait. You said something about wine.
I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, this is his Ghost Rider.
Random ass trash is falling out.
I
of
am
my
not a
bag.
ghost, sir. I'm very real. I feel pain, like all the pain on my body right now. You said Volo. Volo? Did Volo send you? The good man. He sent you, didn't he? Please tell me he sent you.
Volo did send us.
Well, I gotta ask. I mean, you do write for him.
What? No. I don't write. What? Why are you asking me about writing? Are you here to rescue me? Where's the wine?
I don't have any wine.
Why did you bring what? Oh, at least could have taken the edge off me. How long it's been since I've had a good drink? What has it been? How many days has it been? I don't know. I'm going to stand up now.
Is he looking like? Could he walk and stuff?
He's barely walking. He's very bruised and very battered, and his fine clothes are looking very cut up and bloodied, and he's singed, and he looks like shit.
Okay. All
Which
right,
way did
well,
the thing with the face go?
Above table to the west, and through this room.
All right.
listen,
What
I don't
was
know
that
what-
thing? What was it? Who are these people? They kept calling me Renaud. I'm not Renaud. Where is Renaud? Have you found him?
Renal.
No, Renaud. Who's you
Renaud?
don't know who Renaud is? Did not Volo send you for Renaud also? He's a good chap for Renaud. Renaud, never remember. Never remember.
Volo just sent us for you.
I need you all to roll history checks for the name Renaud. Never remember.
Okay.
Never remember.
Hmm.
Shit.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Graf, you recognize the name Neverember. There was Lord Agalt Neverember used to be the Open Lord of Waterdeep, the guy in charge, and the son is Lord Renar Neverember. So a person of perhaps status.
Agalt was the open lord of Neverwinter.
He was, and with an 18, it's been many years since he's been the Lord. He was ousted and pretty much kicked out by everyone in Waterdeep. And he's now in charge of Neverwinter, the city of Neverwinter. Bit of a disgraced
wait.
open lord.
Lord Agalt is, or was that his?
Agalt
dad?
is, yeah. And then the son
Current
who you're
lord.
talking to is just Lord, or he is a lord, but he's not like the open lord or anything like that. He's just
okay.
a lord.
He's also missing.
Yeah, well, Lord Agalt Neverember, Graf knows him through history. He's a guy, yeah, but Renar, the son, is missing, or according to Floon. You know? Oh, you don't look like people of standing. I guess you wouldn't know. Lord Renar, the son of the old Ergold. They kept calling me Renar, but Renar was with me that night, and now he's gone, and we were together, and then we were not, and there were people killing each other, and it was just so much. Are you sure you don't have any wine?
We're sure.
Checked everything. Fresh out.
You said that this Lord Renar was kidnapped as well?
Yes, we both were put upon when we left the tavern.
Do you know why?
Well, he is the son of a lord, and he's a lord in his own right. Maybe I assumed they were going to try and, extort him for some money or something of that sort, but we didn't get very far into it, did we? Because the people came and they attacked and killed all those people, and then they dragged me here.
Yeah. Crap, trying to get back in the Irish.
You're saying
Hey,
that.
Blackmore.
So.
You see. Oh, you go.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm just trying to clarify. So Floon and Renar left the tavern at the same time. Both of them were kidnapped.
It was bringing me home, and I was kidnapped, yes. Continue.
Okay. And they were brought here.
No. They were brought somewhere. And then then we were attacked by those other people, and they murdered those people who talked to us, and then they brought us here. I don't know what is going on, and the people here start calling me Renar, like I'm Renar, but I'm not Renar.
Oh, damn, that's messy. Okay, so they were kidnapped, and then somebody kidnapped them from their kidnappers.
Yes, and there was murder. Oh, Lord, so much blood, and then they started beating me. At least those chaps that had me, they weren't actually beating me yet. They seemed to want to talk to Renar. Oh, gosh.
Were you talking this much when they started beating you?
Oh, yes. I told them everything they need to know. I was like, I am not Lord Renar. I'll tell you all my dirty secrets. I'll tell you where me and Valo put the smut. I'll tell you all of it. But they didn't want to believe me. They swore. They were saying, you're all that. And I was like, no, I'm not. But they didn't believe me.
So, you murdered me this. Did these guys kidnap Renar as well? Or did Renar get away when they attacked the first
I
kidnappers?
don't know what happened to Renar. We were there in that place together, and then there was an attack, and Renar scooted away. I scooted another direction. We were trying to make a run for it, but I was grabbed, and I don't know what happened to him.
I think we can make a decent assumption there, then. I
Do you
think
all need a
they
healing potion
were
or
Renar.
anything? Or anything? I hurt so much. I hurt. Look what they did to my clothes.
Is he really hurt?
Oh, to be fair, he is really hurt. He's like,
Okay. I'll use
you,
7 of
milady,
lamp.
do you have a mirror? By any chance? Pocket mirror or anything? How does my hair look? It doesn't feel very good. It feels really grimy.
Here, let me look at you.
Yes.
You look horrible.
Oh, God, Lord and ladies, I knew it. I knew it.
Please, your appearance is the worst, is the least of your problems right now.
Don't you just say?
What sort of questions did they ask you?
They said, where is it? Where is the money? Where are the dragons? And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I have a little bit of dragons. I have some gold, but not much. But they kept beating me, asking. They said, where did your father put it? And I said, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. And they kept calling me Renar. I'm like, I'm not Renar.
You're referring to these people that we killed here, or the first kidnappers?
These folks, the ones who first got us, didn't really ask us too many questions. Not yet. It was all very fresh. They're much nicer. What are they?
Interesting.
They Zentariums or something like that? I don't know. Weird name.
The Zentarum?
I think that might be the name. Zentarium, maybe. That sounds
So
weird.
you're saying that the Zentarum kidnapped you first, and then the Xandar's Guild came and kidnapped you?
The Who's Guild? I don't know
After.
anything about a Xanakars? Xanatars? No, I don't know anything
it-
about that.
It's Xanthar, right? Xanthar? Yeah.
It's Xanathar, I think. That's how I say it.
Xanathar.
Yep.
Xanathar, okay.
I
Sure, we
an
can
insight
word-
check him. on that.
Sure. Inside check him.
Okay.
Nothing more to be read beyond whatever your impression is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if he keeps talking like that, we could do an inside check on him. I
Pardon?
got a couple of scimitars.
What did you say?
That is above table.
I don't really, no, I'm not talking above table though.
Yeah,
His.
Cora did use her lay on hands on him the rest of it, so it was
You do 7, right?
Yeah.
You end up doing 4 HP, and that seems to be tapping off whatever he had, so you can keep the other 3.
Okay.
He only has 4 HP.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, my lady.
Do you have any clue what they were looking for? Any hint? Did
They
they
were-
talk to each other?
The people here were looking for gold. Dragons. They asked me where we hid it, where my father hid it. My father was just a shoemaker.
Hey, so they were on the look for a Lord of Neverwinter, and they just so happened to find a pauper traveling with one.
Pardon?
Both kidnapped, and they went for the one that presumably was wearing the fancier-looking garb. And
Did you just say Papa?
aye,
What does that mean?
it means that you're a tourist going through parts of the town that you ain't got the common sense to properly respect.
I have lots of senses of the common people. I hope you know that.
That you call them the common people tells me you don't.
No, I have senses of the common people. I see them and I go, look, there's a common person. I knew what I was doing. I have this common sense you speak of. I'm sure of it.
Aye,
Can you give
you've
me
the
out?
common sense of an overripe squash.
So what was the
He like
purple
looks at
face?
you. He's so confused by your statement. Go ahead. Hillshire.
What was with the purple face?
I don't know what that thing was. It was talking into my mind, and it was saying like, and I just, oh, I don't like it at all. I don't know. A little brain pet. Oh gosh, he's like looking around all the carnage.
I put my foot on his chest.
I'm
And-
standing up now, but it's okay.
Okay.
I stood up.
Well, basically, I get real close to him and be like, that
Oh.
thing messes with your mind. It was inside of my head. How do I know I can even trust you? Kind of brandishing gently my katana, like,
He's like, his face is all scrunched up. He's just like, oh, I'm Floon? Friends of Voros? You can trust me? He kind of gives you like a very awkward, quote unquote, charming smile, but it's between his terror and his face.
It looks awkward enough to be sincere, so.
You can roll an insight check
I
if you want.
lower my
You do have that option. If you want a mechanical follow-up.
Yeah, we'll see.
The situation is as you read it.
Okay.
Well, did you destroy the little... He's like, I wish you guys could see me doing this guy, because I just took my hand up to my face and I was like doing like little finger waves with. He's like, did you really get the little tentacle face, man?
I looked to the one to the devourer to my left that I had sliced in half, or someone did, and I'd basically start to stomp the brain or to squish the brain. I'm like, yeah, we took care of him.
Oh.
The bigger one escaped.
Well, because he was hearing Zaba, he was like, oh, thank goodness. As soon as he said that, he's like, oh, he knows my name. He probably knows my, well, no, he doesn't know my name. They didn't understand who I was, but, he knows my beautiful face. Well, hopefully my face heals up. I'm going to have to get a haircut. Do you know this time of year how difficult it was to get into that barber? Oh, lords and ladies. Harvest Tide is what? How many days until Harvest Tide? How many days?
Cora wanders away from his rambling. She's kind of like muttering to herself out loud, kind of piecing together everything that's happened. She's speaking out loud though, so it seems like he got caught up in the guild wars. Both factions wanted to kidnap Lord Renar. The Zhentarim kidnapped him first, and then the Xanthar's guild kidnapped him after. All for a ransom of money. And she's kind of like sifting through these papers to see like anything useful.
Is that something she's saying loud enough that the rest of us can hear?
Yeah, I mean she's speaking in like a normal voice, not like whispering or anything.
Yeah, I don't think it was a ransom. I think they've got a safe somewhere, and the guilds wanted to get the info on that safe or whatever else is being used to hold it.
You don't find anything worth investigating with all the paper. It's on the map, but unfortunately there's nothing really like any fun clues or anything of that sort. But as you're rifling through that area, you do find... Ooh, that's not right. The following. Two potions of healing, 16 gold pieces, 82 silver pieces, and 250 copper pieces.
22 hamburgers, 22 hot dogs.
I put it in chat, that's why I said it so fast.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. 2 potions healing. 16 gold pieces. Sorry, we had 26 silver pieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Earlier. Okay, 16 gold pieces. 82 silver pieces.
You said 16 earlier?
We had 26 silver earlier, and then now Cora just found...
Was 26 split?
26 not split.
26, not split total. But then Cora just found 16 gold, 82 silver, and 250 copper. And we'll probably divide all of this up. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I mean, we could definitely just start like a group pool.
Alright, new thread. Loot.
Alright, well, not find anything useful as far as information. Well, the contract did say that we needed to return Floon to...
Just to clarify, too, when he was kidnapped, he's made it very clear that the Zhentarim were attacked and killed by the Xanthar's guild.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't think it would be wise for us to continue on. She kind of looks towards this room down here. You said that there was the closed eye sigil, or the...
That's all in the column in the middle. Beyond that,
middle.
there's other doors. Yep.
Right. If we go any further, I fear that we're going to stumble upon the Xanathar's Guild. We've already gotten into the middle of this.
Graf is going to take a quick look at behind the curtain.
I have a bunch of food in my mouth. I'm sorry, I'm
Isn't-
scarfing some food. You see a man
Isn't
behind the
it our
curtain.
mission to proceed?
You see a mind flayer.
You just see essentially 2 bedrooms, right, of different quality. Nothing crazy, but behind the curtains, but nothing of value worth investigating for, either.
Isn't it our mission to proceed?
It was our mission to clear out the Xanathar's agents.
Which there might be more ahead.
Yes, and a few of us almost died a few times.
I think we can reasonably say that there are more goblins, and of course that tall purple tentacle thing.
Mm.
Bare minimum. I got no idea what to expect.
I'm just afraid that if we proceed, we will find an entire guild upon our heads. What was the other lady's name? Yagra?
Yagra.
Yagra. Okay.
Maybe Yarga. I don't remember. I apologize. Yagra.
Oh, who do we lose?
Oh, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, it's you.
Discord just restarted. But that's my vote. Whatever you want to do, I will follow. But we should probably get Floon to safety. Maybe stash him somewhere.
Yeah, well, we could head back and collect our reward for Flume, and then maybe come back and maybe get an update from Yagra and see if we want to bring backup or something.
Could Floon not exit the way that we entered?
It was a bit of a winding path. I think it'd be best if we escort him back. But same point.
I agree. And
if we
this...
go and...
Oh, sorry, you go first.
By the same token, though, if we go and try to bring Floon back to Volo, again, that's quite a winding path. By the time we get back, there might not be a good chance for us to... They might have reinforced here, they may have left and sent some letters or something to identify us. If we're going for no witnesses, then the choice is clear. We gotta continue here.
Cora's kind of nodding. Regardless, I don't believe Floon should go off on his own. If the Zentarum are the ones who kidnapped him in the first place, then Yagra, she may take him again. And our mission is to get him back to Volo.
That's assuming Yagra was one of the ones that helped kidnap him in the first place.
She probably knows that he's a target.
Yeah,
But
she
she didn't
probably
mention
knows that Lord was the target. Since we know this is Floon and not the Lord that they were after, we should be able to do both at the same time. Renar is not our problem, and he ain't here. As far as we can tell, anyway.
Volo may be no friend to the Zentarum. We have no idea.
Well, he doesn't need to know about our dealings now, does he?
And the Zentarum may want to eliminate Floon, especially if he was kidnapped originally. If he knows anything, they'd want to take out a threat.
I doubt they'd want him dead. After all, they were all too happy to keep him alive, and even some of their agents died trying to make sure he stayed as such, just so that he could be of use to them when they thought that he was potentially Renar. But since he ain't,
He
then
holds no
he's of
more
no use
worth.
to them. Exactly. And with how little time he spent with them, it's not like he knows anything of use. Or in general, anyway.
So what are we deciding? Are we taking Floon with us and proceeding forward? Are we leaving him here? Or are we sending him on his way?
I think Floon can just have a nice little kip in one of these bedrooms, and we'll be back to collect him when we're done. And then we move on. We got a job to clear this place, and it ain't clear. We already know where some of them are going.
That's our best option.
Cora nods.
All right, you pop-up pansy. Let's get you in one of these rooms so you can sit down, shut up, and not draw attention to yourself.
So, let me be, because I'm kind of confused. Are we just gonna piss somebody off no matter what we do?
Are you referring to the guilds?
I'd rather work for
Yeah.
the side that isn't working with mind flayers.
If you're talking about the Xanathar's Guild, we're well and truly past the point of making that choice. But if we continue as is, we just bring Floon back to back to Volo, and we do what we were paid to do by the Zentarum lass, then we ought to be peachy keen. After all, getting rid of any of the witnesses here should probably keep us safe.
Wait, what
from
did you just
the
say?
Xanathars.
As he kind of turns back, he's like holding like some weird little bottle in his hand. What are you about? What is this
Not
about witnesses? Okay. And he goes back. He's like investigating the bottle.
Well, we truly can't get rid of all the witnesses, since that creature did escape.
As far as we could see for a moment. But there may be no way out. It might have walked off into an office or some such. Penned a nice letter.
Right. How about we agree that if we do proceed forward, if things turn ugly, then we turn back?
I'm here for the coin. In order to spend it, I gotta have me life.
This place has been pretty ugly the whole time.
Do we have any healing left?
Negative. That's why I'm like.
You did just find two
I-
healing potions. So that's
Yeah,
not
two
the same.
healing potions. Yeah, that's about it. I have no spell slots or nothing as far as healing.
Yeah, I got one spell in me back pocket. I think I can only cast it once more though.
Cordover, you should have some of your lay on hands because you didn't have to use all of it. You said 7
Oh, that's
earlier,
right.
and he only used 4.
You should have like 3 left if
I
you
have
used all 7.
3. Yeah, I got 3 hit points left, and I also have, as a cantrip, I have Spare the Dying. So it's an action though to stabilize you. But and then I also have, if anybody wants, I have a healer's kit on me. I don't know if anybody else has one. Because I mean, I could just use my cantrip and not use a healer's kit if somebody else wants it.
Is there anybody with proficiency in medicine?
Right.
Because if not, then I'm probably the best person to have it because of my +1 intelligence.
Right. Yeah. If you want it, yeah, she'll.
Actually, medicine is wisdom. I have +2 on that.
I have
But
I have a +3 with medicine, but I'm not proficient.
Yeah, I'm not proficient either, but +3 means you're probably the best one for it.
Really?
Uh huh.
That's sad.
Yep.
I mean, your class is one that relies on it. I've
Yeah.
got a +2, so
Okay. So do I have a healer's kit? Is that what you're telling me?
Yep. That's
Oh,
all
joy.
yours. Yep.
Well, you guys are
she's
gonna have to
got
take it off me and save me with it.
Right. I figured since I have Spare the Dying as a cantrip, somebody else can be a second person to help stabilize.
Okay. I hope this is in the compendium. Healer's kit. It is. And
So the plan is to move forward. Eliminate
Yes,
those
and-
we see, and if it gets too bad, then we turn back.
I think that's a decent plan. And
Yes.
did Cora mention the 2 health potions she found?
Oh yeah, yep, she would have made it known.
It might be a good idea to spread those around. After all, I've got a means of healing. You seem to have a means of healing.
What are we spreading around?
It is not wine.
Oh. Oh, is it a healing potion? Oh, yes. I think I should. Yes. Mhm.
You seem unharmed.
Are
And you won't
you-
be in combat.
I am unharmed? My lady, I am
But-
very grateful for what you did for my healing, but I am not unharmed. Mentally, my mind is scarred, and look at my clothing. Unless you can mend this, and look at my hair, unless you are a
Boy,
hairstylist.
You can't scar what ain't there. Now get in one of these rooms and shut up.
My good sir, there is something there that could be scarred.
There could be something there. but Probably
Wait, you
not.
want me to get
Like I
what?
said,
Wait. Excuse me, did you say you want me to get in there?
hey,
I need you to roll it
now get in the
either
room. We'll
and you
close
need-
the curtains.
roll intimidation check.
Could Cora help in any way?
Sure. If you
Okay.
want to impose upon him.
Yeah.
It's a pretty tough DC
Ooh,
for this
8.
guy. No. You're my saviors. I am going to stick with you all days. I'm not trying to. I can't. No, I'm not staying here.
And we're trying to save you from one of these things as he kicks the.
I
brain.
do. What will you do if one of those things comes back to life or it comes out? You've even poked around the other corners. You don't do anything with anything. What if something else comes down here? You know, I've heard tales of the whale crocodiles down here. You know, the giant crocodiles. They may come squiddling down here and eat me. No. Nope, I'm filling with you.
nowhere. Yeah.
Hey, if you want to follow us into danger, it's your funeral.
Yes.
But we'll bring your corpse to Volo.
Ooh, I actually have plans for
Otherwise,
my
there's-
funeral. If you'd like to hear the details. So over the what is
Oi.
the fields? What is it? I
All right,
actually,
if you want to follow us into danger, fine.
I'm gonna get this lore right.
But I am not taking
Oh,
no
excuse
for an answer when I tell you to shut up.
And then the city of the take no for an answer if you tell me to shut up. Okay, so for my for my ideas for my
If you
funeral,
want to survive,
you haven't told
it's in
me.
your best interest to not piss off your saviors. In it.
You're very confusing me because you said you would tell me if you want me to shut up, but you're not telling me to shut up.
Shut up.
Cora kind of steps forward. Floon, it is in your best interest to stay here. Where we are going, it is dangerous.
He shakes his head.
My contract is to keep you alive. You will be a liability if you follow us.
He shakes his head. Unfortunately, I know you're fishing probably for another check or something,
Yeah,
but you did the
I
help
know.
action, so your best
big man,
attempt
I
was
know.
with him.
Big man, can I
Um,
have yours for a sec? Up, no, over here.
You have any more rope?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Udaara.
Yeah, what?
Graf has just invited you north for a quick little aside.
Oh,
All right.
Hello?
I'd quite like this paycheck, and I don't want this tosser getting in the way. So I think it's safer for all involved if you make like with the last man, and you make sure he has a nice nap.
You want me to jog his memory?
What little he has. I think a short sleep ought to give him some time to reflect on the situation he's in.
I'll try not to jog his memory too hard.
Aye. As he tries to pat Udaada on like the bicep area, but because of the height difference, he can at best get the forearm. Glad
Okay.
you see it my way.
I just know that it will make him stop talking. That
To
will
be
be
fair, since he said, I'm not telling you not to do what you're doing, but since Grass said, shut up, he's been like,
Still making noise though.
I can't translate to you my body language without making grunting noises. No, but he's just like,
If
Um,
Udaada tries to knock him out, I mean, Korra would restrain him, so he can't like
Which-
run
which-
away.
what are you doing? What are you
I'll just say,
All right, Flume.
look at that. When he turns around, thunk.
Wait, what? Think.
Do you want me to roll anything?
No.
Do you want me to roll
There are
anything or just
people-
enough?
He's
No.
got 4
Really
HP, I
good.
don't know.
You do not need
There
to
are
roll
people
it.
in front of us and behind us that but all want you in their possession. So here is the safest place for you.
Is
Oh.
well,
There's no way out.
Green one.
Udaada's knocked him out, just so you guys know. He's like, what is that over there? Korra like pulls him. He's like, what? Oh.
Hey, Green one, I think you're a little late. He's already out.
Oh. That's how he faints down.
Oh,
All right, tie him and gag his mouth. Let's stow him somewhere.
Absolutely the latter. Guidance
Same
on
with the other
whoever
guy.
needs it.
I'm above table. I'm not worried about you guys doing checks for him. You tie him up.
Let's, we
Assuming you
should
have
try to
rope or
hide
whatever,
him.
but you've gone
Let's
through
put him under the
one.
bed.
You guys can't see it, but he's I'm assuming you guys have done that
Yeah,
and
shove him
put your
under
head
the
in
bed. Yep, gag
Yeah.
him, tie
Yeah.
him up. Okay.
yeah.
So-
Close the curtains behind him.
there. He's
Target
groaning a little bit,
secure.
but yeah. All right, so I'm gonna help you guys speed
Sounds
this
like a
up
fun
with the
plan.
rest of this little part of it. So you want to continue exploring. You have west to continue going in that direction. There was also a little passage up here to the northeast.
Oh, when we were searching the room, I walked up there. I assumed that was still part of this room. So
Yeah, so yeah, if you look like this, it's a dead end, like so.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, I did that when we were all searching the room. I was just kind of walking around.
Were you
'Cause
looking for
I kind of
stuff?
saw that it was.
Like,
Yeah,
would-
I mean,
roll a perception check.
sure, I can do that. Perception check. Perception. Hey, I'll take that.
20. When you stuck your head in there, you did notice some odd things about the door or the wall up here. Looks like there's some signs that might be a secret door over there.
Friends? I think there's a door over here.
Well, let's check it out.
Proceed with caution.
It's right
You-
here.
You like open the wall, it just like slides, and then behind it is a little crawl space going deeper in. And you all investigate it. You don't check for the arrows, and they all kill you all in the little tunnel. You come up to
I haven't
another.
stepped in there yet.
You came up to behind a. I apologize for those who don't play with me. I do get very sarcastic, and I apologize. I try and reel it in, but I am very sarcastic. You get up behind what looks like to be the back end of another secret door. You check for traps. It seems to be unlocked, and you push it open ever so gently. And you're in a
Hey,
cellar.
look.
barrels, sacks of food.
And a mind flayer.
Seems to be beer.
Oh my
Ooh,
god, let me
Barrels
through.
of beer.
Let me
I
through.
have found beer.
Travis be damned.
There is
Cora
a there
shoves everyone out of the way.
there is a door here. Do you go in there, Core? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, she falls out here.
I'm crawling through.
Glug, glug, glug. Just kidding.
Yeah. It is really good beer. And it definitely has the makings of actually no, I'm gonna say this. Go and roll roll a history check.
History check.
Both of us?
Yeah, sure. I'm
Or
fine with
just
that.
her?
18.
Well,
Core,
she's
this-
the -1.
Beer
It's not like you have a chance to do anything.
This has the makings of a small batch brewery, right? Like a home brewery style.
Mm-hmm. Plot twist. Cora's a beer connoisseur.
You're not allowed to incorporate things from your IRL into your characters.
Yes, I can.
What is the whole trope? Is like there's always a part of you in a character. I actually like that for
Yes.
Cora.
Uh,
Yeah, Archie isn't into alcohol, neither is Hiromi, right? So
yeah, yeah. I think it'd be funny if Cora, had like
yeah.
one little weakness for beer. That would
Love
be
it.
funny. All right, yeah. I mean, she would retell the quality of the beer to everybody. Very tasty. Notes of fresh hops.
Aye, now that sounds great, but 1 sec, everyone be quiet. As Graf puts his ear to the door.
Fresh hops are in season. This is a very limited style beer. We
Roll a
should bottle it.
perception check. There are
Alright,
bottles, right? For like a
perception.
little homebrew, there is like some bottles
Oh,
up on the
fuck
shelves
yeah,
and
I'm
stuff.
taking some.
25.
Perception. You do hear something beyond the door, very distant, but you do hear some muffled voices.
Any chance I can make out the language?
With a 25, I think at this point you're fortunate to hear muffled voices. Beyond that, language would be a little difficult.
Okay.
You just hear.
Alright. Whatever is on the other side of this door is decently far away. Can't tell the language, but there are at least people, and whatever they are, they're
Ooh.
fortunately not right there.
And as he's saying
Is
that,
it?
there's like wooden floorboards above you. You get a sense that you're in the cellar, right? And above you just hear something very heavy running around up top, like across the floorboards where you are. You hear like a little crashing sound, and then
What material is the ceiling?
wood.
Wood.
I was
Oh.
expecting that.
So we're like,
He's like rich mahogany.
we're actually under a building. We're no longer in the sewer. Like, this
Correct.
isn't just a hidden cellar. This is someone's basement.
Yep,
Yeah.
an actual cellar. Yep.
Would
Oh,
Cora,
Maybe we should turn back then.
with Cora with that history check, would she be able to recognize where this beer's frequents at?
What
Like,
was
oh,
your
yes,
check?
this It was
18.
18?
18. Go ahead and roll a fresh one, because it's more like it's a big city, right? And so it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you rolled well in the first one, so I'll make the DC a 15, but then I'm going to ask for a fresh one to see if you can pinpoint it.
I have no idea.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
We should probably turn back and finish looking for that mind flayer.
Aye. And knowing that we're under probably a public building of some sort, or maybe something that the Xanathar's Guild uses as a hideout, it's
That's what I was
probably best
thinking.
we do it now.
Oh, well, yeah, it would be the Xanathar's Guild. Xanathar.
I would like you all to, one person roll me a stealth check here.
Not me.
I am proficient. I've got +5.
I have expertise. Let's see.
All right.
If you guys haven't figured out, Hillshire is actually a rogue.
Yeah.
23.
23.
There you go.
Okay. Nothing happened.
Okay. I guess the fact that we're having a conversation down here isn't great. So
So I start to turn back.
yeah, Core takes another swig of the beer.
Do you want to take like 2 bottles with you?
Yes, I've already put 3 bottles in my inventory.
So the 3
I'm
bottles,
like,
I'll tell you this much: you might not recognize them, but they are like just these very, very generic homemade labels on it, and it
Mhm.
has a picture of 1 second. Oh my god, my brain's having a brain fart. 1 second. A pea pod and like little peas in it.
Pea pod.
Yep.
She wouldn't recognize that logo.
Nope.
Okay.
That would have been a part of the check, right? That was
I
a part
know,
of it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Damn good beer. All right. Zaba.
Last
Oh.
thing before Graf
Uh-huh.
walks out is just going to be checking the door and making sure no voices are coming closer.
You hear, let me go check down in the basement. Walking down. No, that was the stealth check. If you rolled low, someone was going to come and see what's going on.
Damn.
So you
And
don't
it's
hear
like it's
anything.
like big footsteps, right?
Oh yeah. So as we were down there, you would have heard another like across the floor, and then this heavy thud, and then
Like
like
they're running?
mm-hmm,
Oh, okay.
and then like something crashing into the ground above.
Interesting. It didn't sound like a fight though, right? No yelling or anything, just
There were like seems to be some sort of angry voices would bleed in with a.
So-
okay.
What was the cadence of the footsteps? Because a gallop and something 4-legged would be very distinct.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Seemed to be 2-legged.
Bipedal in nature.
Interesting.
What I to guess, we might be above something like a warehouse. Someplace that are storing stuff they want to keep. And it just so happens
Ye-
that this cellar's a good place for them to brew some stuff.
And it connects to the
Well, you would
The
definitely
Zombies
all
Guild.
notice that whatever is up there is like violently running around or like moving quickly. Not
And
just
then a
something
crash.
walking. Yeah, and then like, and you've heard at least 2 instances of this happening.
I'm
Something
interested,
like
but
trying
I'm
to
sure
break down a
keep
door.
Yeah. Not my monkey's not my circus.
Actually.
Apologies.
Are
I'll
there
talk about
cracks
beer. I'll be right back.
in the wooden ceiling that one could theoretically look through?
Cracks. Roll
Like
invest.
gaps in the boards?
Roll a perception check. It'll be a very high DC to try and like get a peek through it.
21.
21. That's enough. You would have to get onto a barrel or something, or like one of the shelving to get closer. But you do see like some cracks in it. Like there's like a couple. Like one area seems to have been some deterioration. And you see a little bit of like candlelight or lantern light coming through it a little bit. So you're able to kind of spot it.
Alright. Graf would like to try and see if he can see through that crack.
How about this? Roll a perception check, because seeing through that little crack is probably not going to be enough, but you could hear probably clear something that's happening up there.
Sounds good.
Yep.
That's a 17.
17. You get up there, and as you're there, you like have your ear up against the crack. You feel the steps come running across the floor your direction. Your first, and you hear, and you hear, Lisa, please stop running around. Oh, not again. Please put it down. Like, and it sounds like a little kid, like a little toddler or something, slamming around, running back and forth upstairs.
Even. Wait. So this sounds like a really heavy person doing this, but
There's a joke in here
voice...
is if you've ever lived underneath somebody with a toddler, like in an apartment building or something, when kids run around, they sound fucking heavy. It's my own little joke. Yeah,
They're just
dong 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 dong. Yeah, they're just
like
like a little like yeah,
some of the energy.
exactly. So you're essentially hearing a toddler running around upstairs, crashing and like knocking stuff over.
Graph motions over to Udaata to come over. And he just hops down. All right, well, sounds like that was a bit more worry than we needed. It's just some kid. Granted. The other one in that room is saying sire, so probably some nobleman's kid.
If I said sire, I didn't mean to, just so you know.
Mm.
As far as I know, I said something about like somebody addressed the kid, like they said to stop doing that.
Ah. That might have been it. It's like...
What race are you, actually?
Graph?
Yeah.
He's gnome.
You're gnome. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Gnome.
All right. But
I'm
Cora
not
just...
a goblin. I'm not a
Cora
gnome.
just stole from some kids. That's all I just want to throw out there.
Oh, kids are drinking beer.
Hey, this is a fantasy round. Who knows how?
You don't know what dwarven society's like.
All right. So you all then pay.
I want to
Go ahead.
I want to walk up to this goblin's body. I'm looking at him, and I want to cast Silent Image and disguise self.
And look like
and
them.
disguise
Yeah.
myself as him, as the goblin.
Looks like a one.
I also can speak goblin.
Yes. So it's a rule in all my campaigns. I'm going to say this jokingly. You don't actually have to do this. But the story is the first D&D session I ever ran years and years ago, with one of the first things the party fought was goblins. And right off the rip, I did an outrageous French accent for the goblins. And so for all my campaigns, ever since, goblinoid or goblin speak is French or in French accent. So you need to give us your best French accent when you speak goblin. Just letting you know.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
But you now look like a goblin. I'm gonna kind of take control for you guys a little bit just to speed it up, so you guys don't have to feel too much like tiptoeing around. This door is not trapped. You look in. Some more sleeping quarters. There are rusty manacles bolted into the wall, so that's a little unnerving. But there's nothing of interest. Same thing
Floon there.
down in here.
You read my mind, lassie.
Reminds me of my ex.
You come up here, you see another one of the watch rooms, very similar to like the one where you coup de grace that one goblin. And let's see if there's nothing worth finding in here. And that seems to be where that other goblin came from. And then poke down here, and you find an obvious secret door that you're on the other side of. And you guys poke through it, and you find yourselves back out into the alley.
Where you started.
Or into the sewer line.
All that worrying for nothing.
The only other interesting thing down here is there is a room here, like a very, very tight, narrow tunnel that you could squeeze through down to some sort of room beyond.
There's also, let's not forget, there's a room behind us that where the ooze came from.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Yeah, we should check that out as well.
But if you give me a second, I can check out that one behind the crawl space.
I'm pretty small. I might be able to fit through here.
Pretty much.
You're a half orc, right?
Yeah, medium creatures can squeeze through it. It's mechanically it's half movement and some other penalties, but this is not combat, so it's not that important. And of course, a small person can just like move through it without any difficulty.
Yeah, that's what Graph is saying. Is like he's got no penalties to go through. It's
Yeah, so two of you want to squeeze through?
Yes.
All right.
Well, I'm not doing it.
Another cellar-like environment.
Yeah, there's some. Was it stairs here?
Yep, and the stairs leading up.
Oof. Before we do stairs, should we go back and check the other room?
The slime room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
Yes, the Nickelodeon room.
Okay.
Graf
the only
and
thing before we go.
Zaba, as you guys are in that space. One moment. You hear a voice. You don't belong here.
Alright, that was freaky as fuck.
language?
Did you say something, Uda Ada?
I just said, is that a discernible language?
They're hearing the voice, yeah. And it said, you do not belong here.
Oh shit. They're the only ones who hear it, right?
Yeah, because they're in that space.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's freaky, Graf. We need to get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Drink your
Loser buys the first beer.
blood.
Clears his throat.
And you guys are out.
They will drink our blood.
Did you find anything?
Vampires.
Vampires.
Yeah. yeah.
Was it a wooden ceiling again, by the way?
That one wasn't. That was a stone ceiling to it.
Hmm.
A little bit more reinforced.
It's stairs going up, but still stone, so
All right, so you guys are.
probably,
Oops, sorry.
probably a larger building. For all we know, maybe a temple.
Sounds like you guys are investigating this room up here.
Yeah.
All right, so it is being blocked, so you all start removing the items, sliding it out, trying to be quiet, but you can do only so much.
Where am I?
Oh, where did you go? Are you underneath
Lost
the
in the
token?
void.
Yeah, you're just underneath
Oh.
Graf.
There we go.
Your dude's still there, tied up, unconscious. You managed to
Excellent.
clear everything out from in front of the door. There's still like a little bit of acidic burning where the ooze was. How do you guys want to go through the door?
They all want.
I mean, are we
Going
kicking the
to-
door in? Are we quietly moving in? Is this more?
Well, I'm gonna kick the door in.
Are you gonna yell out WDG again?
Yeah.
Kick it in!
Latrines.
And there's a bathroom.
Something tells me that wasn't just slime.
Wait, aren't we already in the sewers?
Well, you haven't visited the sewers of the sewers.
Yeah, ironically
where does it
enough,
go?
they don't have piping. This is literally just like there's like these are literally just like
Underground.
open toilets. Yeah, cesspits. They're
Right,
just like
disgusting.
super smelly and gross.
Excellent.
Mhm.
Or a, or a
Zaba,
away.
Let's block this door back.
Zaba, you don't know perception check and needed as you see in all of the nasty smells is that there was something on those toilets at some point and was killed and eaten away. There's like bones and you see a little bit of like a finger left behind with skin and nail on it. It looked like goblins might have been in there at some point and they got eaten by the oozes or the ooze.
It's sort of fighting for your life on the toilet, but never so literal.
That is one bad way to go.
All right, you guys did
Severe
miss.
acid reflux.
You have missed the secret room with the rare magic items in it, but other than that, you are
Okay,
done with.
Other than that, we're good.
Hey,
Cool.
Awesome.
and with that, hey, big one. Can you get the dwarf? And I don't know if we're gonna need just one or two working together to get the hopper, but I think we're done here.
Yeah, if I keep on calling him Floof. Oh my god, if Floon if Floon is still unconscious, Cora's pretty strong. She can lift him. It'll be all over soon.
He's just groaning the whole time. All right, so it sounds like
It'll
you
probably be faster to carry him than to have him like dragging his feet, moaning and groaning.
grab your two prized knocked out prisoners and make your way back to Yagra, I assume.
Yeah.
All right.
Could Cora, real quick, before they meet Yagra, she wants to, she has a blanket on her, or she'll just grab one of the blankets there and just kind of like fashion him as like a hood over Floon's head, so like cover his head.
Yeah, roll either a
Okay.
sleight of hand or stealth check. They kind of like cover. Sounds like you're trying to cover the appearance of him from her a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
light it up a little
Okay,
bit.
a 5.
I
Anybody know how to fashion a hood?
I have a, I got a disguise kit.
Okay.
We could put a thick mustache.
Sure.
Popper like him, it'll probably be best if we just take off his fancy pants shirt.
I'm more worried about disguising him. I will take you up on that.
Hey, when's the last time you ever saw a lord with a no shirt on outside?
You have a disguise kit? There's tools, rules.
Do I?
I thought someone said a disguise kit and a fake mustache. Am I making that up in my brain?
The disguise kit is just a Sharpie.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I guess it's
wait,
a
I do not. I'm sorry, I do not have a disguise kit.
Do you want
You
a
just
disguise kit?
have proficiency?
Yeah, well, I thought it was like one of the packs was you pick, and it had the thieves' tools and the disguise kit, but I guess not.
Really?
Well, let's see. Cora has
Oh.
traveler's clothes. She
It's
can
a
swap out his clothes.
It's a forgery kit that he has.
Do you want to change
I
it
thought
to
was
a?
awesome.
Do you want to change it to disguise kit instead? Because I love where this is going.
Sure. Can the disguise kit still be
A
like
fake mustache.
charcoal? And...
Yeah. It's whatever you want it to be, but there are also just want to get into the tools a little bit here because there are rules for the disguise kit now. The contents. Where is the equipment? Tools. Other tools. Disguise kit. Apply makeup. DC 10. Ability charisma. You can also craft a costume with it. So I guess it's a charisma check. So I would allow that to be a performance, technically. This might be a moment where I just am going to just let you use something that's more relevant to your class. So I'll allow you to do dexterity check instead. So if you want to do a sleight of hand for it or a deception check is kind of how I would rule that.
I'll do sleight of hand.
Okay.
Gonna have to wash off all the makeup. Yada yada's
14?
14.
Yeah, so tell us how you tried to make this guy who got healed up a little bit. He still was, his clothing was all beat up. He did have some singeing clothes, but a lot of his wounds were healed up except for the big knock on the back of the head he has now. So what do you do to try and disguise him up a little bit?
Yeah, I guess wipe off all his makeup, and I'm gonna take some charcoal and kind of just powder it on my hands, and then just kind of start smearing it around on it, making him look like a true pauper.
Gotcha. Yeah, a true pauper who found nice clothing, or do you want to like change his clothes out for like some like here's a potato sack?
Yeah, well, we have a river of shit here, so
Yeah.
Oh my God.
you know, we could make it look not so nice.
Fair enough. Yeah, it was already deteriorated a lot, so you just continue the deterioration to it. Love it. All right. So using the help of Hillshire Cora, these kind of, and then you babushka him afterwards with a little scrap of clothing cloth that you have.
Yeah. I got traveler's clothes too.
Yeah, so you just
So
like
it
put a little
helps.
handkerchief around and just tie it up.
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
All right.
when you kind of look back a little bit, it kind of does look like a little old lady now with all the like the charcoal over the face and the matted long hair that's all greasy. And then he's like, it could be like an old little old lady maybe.
Perfect. She has him like over her shoulder, but she'll like linger in the back and wait for everybody else to go.
All right, lassie. Well,
Ah, you're all
we
alive.
got a good progress report.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
So we found one of those big tall ones. Big head, purple skin, tentacles out for her mustache.
What?
Aye, it was a little weird. Same room. We found this pauper. Seems they had mistaken him for a lord. And yeah, they were trying to beat him up for information. We were here to clear the place out. He doesn't seem to know anything about anything. And well, the tentacle bastard managed to get out. He ran off while we were facing down a big half-orc nasty and 2 walking brains.
Okay. All right, sounds like you've and the tentacle man got away, you said?
Aye. There were a couple of secret rooms in there. One led to what kind of sounded like a home of some sort. We had gotten into a cellar of some, I'm guessing, homebrew or beer. Giant casks, but only 2 of them, and above could hear a wee little one running around.
You found one of their
Other
bolt
one-
holes, it sounds like. All right. Go and roll a deception check for me, Graf.
Deception?
Mm-hmm.
I was not trying to deceive. That is how I remember it.
Well, you're trying to play down Floon, though, right? That's kind of the intent of the conversation. Am I incorrect
No,
on
my
that?
understanding is that Floon is actually not the one that they were after.
That's fair. Everyone was decorating him up a little bit and disguising him.
Yeah,
So I thought
Cora's
everyone's intent was to kind of
afraid.
like take attention from him.
Cora
In
was
that case,
trying to
Graf,
make it
roll a
not known it was
persuasion check. Go ahead and just roll a persuasion check then, Graf.
All right. Well, I got heroic inspiration, but I
You
still have
did.
some stuff before I'm done speaking anyway. So there's that, the living quarters, and then there was another one that was hidden. I think that other one was the one that the tentacle bastard took. It only other place it could have went other than here that we could see was a little squeeze space that led under. The first place had a wooden ceiling. The other one had stone. It sounded diabolical, like undead or something.
Did you? I did.
Either way.
She's like, sounds like you came across some of their bolt holes down into this little hideout. We'll take a look and see if we can identify where we're at and what is above. And so everything was killed except for Tentacle Man and these 2 prisoners.
Aye. That one there, the dwarf that the tall one's got, he was one of the bastards that, well, you probably remember what he looks like. The other one's the one that they kidnapped. From the sounds of things, it's like, it seems the Zentarum
Kidnapping.
kidnapped him and a lord who were traveling together. And
The
when
Zentarum, my people,
Aye.
kidnapped this man.
Aye, and when these other guys, the Xanathar guys, came by, seems like they mistook this one for the Lord, because based on what he's told us so far, they were trying to beat him up for information regarding some money. But him not being the Lord.
She like edges around all of you to get a close look at him. And
Yeah, I was gonna say Cora backs up. She does not want her near Flood.
yep. You backed up into it. I've been moving your token out as a troll because I saw what you were doing.
Okay. I see Flood over here. I'm like, wait, I'm with
I
Flood.
kept moving you away as you
Okay,
were moving
okay.
closer. Sorry.
Yeah,
I was
like,
trolling.
whoa.
She kind of gets blocked right here. She's like, why do they have shit all over their face? Let me take a look, see who this is.
Yeah, Cora
Did you
kinda
guys get
blocks
a
her with her
name?
body.
We let the lass have a look. I don't think he's the one they're after anyway.
This one is none of your concern.
None
Versus.
of my concerns. You even said the Zentarum kidnapped this man. That will be for my judgment to know if he was important or not and what the intent was.
We have a prior contract involving this man.
And who gave you a contract for this man you just stumbled upon in the Xanathar's
That is
guild?
none of your business.
It is Zentarum business, so it is my business.
Then it seems we are at a stalemate.
Roll intimidation check.
Intimidation? Oh my god.
Yeah.
So your choice right now is to stand between the Zentarum and their business. Do you even know what this man's name is? Do you even know who they are and why we wanted them?
I have
Yeah,
no
we know it.
allegiance to your guild.
What'd you say, Cora?
I said I have no allegiance to your guild.
No, I'm not asking for your allegiance. I'm asking you to not get in our way. You're
We've
not
just
even-
cleared out a Zentarum hideout for you.
I understand you cleared out the Xanathar's guild, and I am very grateful. And you understand how sensitive it is. I'm sure you all did a thorough job as best you can, except for Tentacle Man, for no witnesses, because you don't want to draw their ire, do you?
Also, you were supposed to pay us for tracking them down.
You're not wrong. I'll pay you for what the job you did. But I'm going to ask one last time you let me take a look at who this is and ask them who they are and why my people wanted to know who he is.
I think you should just let the lassie have a look. After all, from what we've heard, he's not the one they're after anyway, so it's no skin off his back.
We
And
don't
then-
know that. The Zentarum could be up to anything.
We could be up to anything, and that is our business.
Yeah, Cora kind of like narrows her eyes at Yagra. You may look and ask his name, but I promise to bring this man back. If you try to harm him or take him in any way, I will not allow that to happen.
We may be able to, provide who we give him to if you wish to retrieve him from them.
Say that again, Zaba?
We may be able to provide the name of the person who we're giving him to if you wish to get him from that person.
Or I can just ask them who they are and what the business was with the Zentarum. You seem to have gotten that information from them, but you're not allowing me to poke my ears and eyes into it, and that's making me very suspicious.
Just like how you're not allowing us to poke into your business.
You're poking into our business. I've brought you into my business. You've poked into it. I need to see what you actually unearthed, if you're being truthful with me.
I am not a liar.
Your
You may
friend
look at him.
Graf there, I just want to ask him some questions. Obviously, if he's alive, we didn't want him dead, so I'm not here to kill him.
You can ask him some questions, Fuzz.
I think, is he still unconscious?
He's like on your
Detective
shoulder. To be
slash
fair,
gag?
to be fair, we had you moving around, right? I still picture him. You said you were
Yeah.
carrying them, so I do imagine he's just
Yeah.
like he's potato
Yeah.
sacked over you. She's like trying
Yeah.
to look around you, trying to get an eye on him.
Yeah,
So,
she turns her body just like a little bit so she can get a look at him, but she's not really like, gonna let him touch him or anything.
Yeah.
Is
Hey,
he?
Cora, one sec. Let me. Excuse me, Tully. He tries to get close. Does Cora let Graf touch either her or Floon?
Oh yeah, she lets you
Cool.
do it. Yeah, she just doesn't
He,
trust
he
Yagra.
casts Cure Wounds on Floon to wake him up.
To be fair, you don't don't feel like you need to waste a resource on it because we kind of narratively let you just knock him out. She could just jostle him awake. So save your resource.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, that's what Graf will do. He'll just shake. Oi, Popper, wake up. It's showtime.
Oh, it smelled like a fireplace. Oh, gosh. Ow.
All right.
What happened?
Here's the
Who are you people?
situation.
Who are you people? What happened? Oh, gosh. Ow.
Might like a sieve, this one.
Ow, my head hurts. Oh.
Good. Now, here's the situation. Our
Oh.
lassie here, as he gestures to Yagra, is going to ask you some simple questions.
You guys have
You're
no
going
idea
to answer.
how hard I want him to have short-term memory loss. I have no idea what happened with you guys. I want to so bad. Oh my gosh. How about this? I kind of wanted to be a possibility. Uda Otto, you're the one that knocked him out. I would like you to roll a d20 for me. And on a nat 1, he would have had short-term memory loss, like a critical failure
Oh,
kind
gosh.
of thing. Just for the randomness of it, because I don't know why it just fits his comedic narrative so much. Nat 20.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
Oh yeah. He's like, oh,
Oh, wow, you really did jog his memory.
oh, the people who saved my lives. Oh yes. You can set me down now. Oh, I don't know you.
All right. Again, situation. Lassie here is going to ask you some simple questions. You're to answer them truthfully. Understood?
Okay, all right. Would you all like to sit around for 30 minutes while Nate RPs with himself for a little bit? You know, just go getting to the. She starts needling him with some questions like, "Who are you?" He's like, he kind of like looking at you all for, especially off of like Udada's nat 20, kind of like, I'm just going to answer everything I know. Blah 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 blah. And he just tells her everything essentially that you've all heard. That he was abducted, and they thought he was someone named Renair. I think Renar. It might be his better pronunciation.
Renar never ever.
And sorry. And she kind of gets to the sense of it, like, my people got you and somebody named this, and then the Xanathar's Guild attacked, murdered some of my people, grabbed you, and thought you were this other person. So this other person must be who is of value. And she starts questioning him about, do you know where you were? And when all this thing plays, and the only thing he's like, I was at the Dark Ward, and we had left the name of the tavern. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. It was Nate, and when we were walking through the streets, and then it all went.
Skewered dragon.
What was it?
The skewered dragon.
Skewered dragon. Yeah, thank you.
Skewered.
And so then, getting all the information that she possibly can, he does not know where they ended up, right? And she kind of points to the unconscious dude, the Xanathar's Guild. Have you guys asked him about the situation and perhaps where this attack took place?
From the one that wants him back, we know that the last time our other employer saw him was at the Skewer's Dragon. And given this one's got a mind like a sieve, I figured not
Thank you very
not
much.
much more to be gained.
I would like to ask him some questions, and I believe you are bringing him for me to ask those questions. Very good work. What was it? 50 gold for the tracking, 400 for the clearing, and then a bonus for bringing me a prisoner to talk to?
Was it 60 gold for the tracking?
Yeah. Was it 50 or 60?
I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't write that one down, but I
I
did
know.
go back and write down the 400 gold one. And in
Okay,
my
great.
brain, I'll be honest with you, my brain is she's trying to pull a Hillshire, and she probably said 100 or something like that for the tracking.
Yeah.
That might be a lot for level
Hillshire
1.
set the stage for
Yeah.
the way negotiations go.
Yeah. So, so she's just kind of like, she smirks when she says that, and it's 100 gold and then another 25. 100, 400, 25 for bringing the prisoner. So 525 gold. I hope you understand I don't have that kind of dragons on me, but if you'll return with me to the yawning portal, I'll make sure you're paid.
I could use a drink at this point.
She does pull out she does pull out a pretty hefty purse and give you the 100 gold for the tracking. I don't have the other amounts on me at the moment, but I will get it to you all. Are you staying at the yawning portal?
Mhm. I guess, I mean, we all met there, but yeah, I don't see why
Eh.
not.
We can
Yeah.
arrange to meet there about sundown tomorrow or something.
That sounds good to me. I'll take him, and points to the Xanathar's dude. And yeah.
What are your intentions with him after he's done with your questioning?
We don't like loose ends, do we? No witnesses.
On that, we can agree.
I also
Hey.
sent him to Vola for him to do a write-up on him, and we're going to do a whole expose on this whole adventure. She just
Yeah,
talks
I know.
about toning him, putting him down.
Okay. Cora just nods.
Assuming you guys aren't Rosé, she kind of hefts him over. Oh, what is? Oh, this is. Oh, we're in the sewers. Oh, can we go, please? Let us get out of here. Oh,
Actually, lassie, before we depart, do you know anything about that tentacle-faced bastard?
those are called mind flayers, and I've heard rumors. I've never dealt with them before, but Xanathar apparently has some very interesting allies in his employ. Dangerous allies. Nasty business. You're lucky to be
I
alive.
was afraid you'd say that. All right, well, let's get going back. I think I can
I'm
remember the way.
Going to take a different direction from here. I'll meet you all tomorrow evening at the Yawning Portal, and we can get things in order.
What happens if we don't meet you there?
Try and find me. I like to spend a lot of time at the portal. Try and have the golden hand, though I don't want to carry it that often. But ask for me there. At worst case, I can leave a package of Durin. But I'll plan on seeing you all tomorrow. Maybe we'll have some follow-up business, if you're interested. Good work, though. And she's like turns and like nods to you all and starts walking away.
When she's out of earshot, do you think the Zentarum use these sewers as passageways as well?
Think that much is clear?
Oh, gosh.
They'd be fools not to.
They'd be fools to do it. Ew. Foul. Why can't they just walk across the surfaces like normal peoples and use the rooftops if they want to be all mysterious about it?
Because
Oh.
when you trip on a rooftop, you fall to your death. You trip in here and it's a hit to your ego.
How could you hit my ego? My ego is
We
foolproof.
should get you back to Volo.
Oh, yes, please.
Gore's like,
Please. Please, please,
or
please.
like pulling him along.
Oh no, can I ride on somebody's back? He gets you
Nope,
guys.
She's
He's
pulling
just.
him through the sludge.
Oh gosh, oh lord and lady. Oh, thank you very much. He just like winds all the way out, and you do gather up Floon. And before we get too much farther, everyone give yourselves 400 experience points. This is-
Woohoo!
He did the
Oh,
math.
we're
Hold
almost
on, I gotta remember how
dying
to
like
do
3
this.
times.
Okay, hold on.
Where was,
manage,
I was at-
manage
I'm at-
experience.
I'm at a 320. Is that where everyone
Oh.
else is?
Manage.
I think you're missing 5 XP. Because I'm at 725 after applying it.
Yeah, 25 sounds right for what we had last time. Like that would have been the.
Yeah, I think we
Engaged.
actually went over this last week, which is like you forgot to add 5 for the combat with the
Gazer?
last thing. Yeah, the gazer.
Boy, only 175 XP to level
I was gonna
3.
say 175. Like, can we go kill a bunch of rats or some shit?
Now you're sad the mind flayer got away, aren't you?
No. Let me
We would
be
have died so
perfectly
quick.
fucking clear. No.
Yeah.
All right. You all return. Let me grab Floon's token real quick. 1 second. Bum, 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 bum. I forgot to copy him. Doop, doop, doop. Yeah, so you guys have been gone for like less than an hour. By the way.
Excellent.
Or I would say not less than an hour, probably a solid on an hour of all the traveling and stuff. So we're right on that.
Dang.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, it was like nearing the end of the hour that Hunter's Mark lasts before we got to the actual hideout.
Yeah, and it was like 30
So,
minutes of travel
clearing the
time, I
hideout.
think.
Yeah, so it was probably like 2.5 hours ish from us leaving to us getting back.
Mhm. Yeah, you return to the yawning portal. A lot of thinner crowd now. But actually, no. To be fair, I think this was like a special night, even though the fighting's over and the rest of the reek the stage has been already torn down and cleared out. But there are a lot of people in here. There is activity. People are drinking and still kind of celebrating the evening. It's not like a holiday per se, but it's also the yawning portal on a night that was fighting and blood. So it's still pretty active as you come in. So a lot of activity, a lot of voices, murmurs, a lot of background noise. You do see Volo over at a table having a conversation with some folks. Assuming you all like kind of approach up to him and Floon. I think, and he turns. He's like, "My word, who is this? Oh, this poor devil! What is happening here?" As Volo kind of sees him, Floon's just like, "It's me, Volo. Floon! Oh my God! Oh!" And he kind of goes, "What happened to you?" Like Volo, like gets like a tear in his eyes, seeing how like rough and tumble he is and all of it. He's like, "Someone get this man precipitation, please. Anyone? Precipitation? Anyone? And, actually, this like kind of like clericy looking lady kind of comes over and does do some like precipitation on him and like cleans him up a little bit. But Volo and Floon have this big tearful reunion, and Volo's like, "I am so impressed. How quick! I literally just met you, and how long has it been? 2 bells, I think I've heard, and you've already came back with Floon. Floon, I hired them to find you." And so there's like this big reunion, and he does mention Renar missing, and Volo's does get his joyousness does get very tempered after that. Renar has been missing also, and has been captured. Oh no! And you all weren't able to. He wasn't with him. He wasn't with Floon.
Not in the least.
Yes. So perhaps we could talk about your reward. Yes, your reward for job well done. Job well done. Job well done. Yes. Oh, so I've got just the thing for you all. You'll love this. You'll love this reward. Yeah, take a look at this. And he like,
Is it a pouch full of dragons?
it's better than that, my good sir. Much better than that. Yeah, take a look at this. Take a look at this. And he from one of his satchel has all these other papers and inks and like quills kind of sticking out of it. He pulls out a little furl or a curled up, a rolled parchment, a little weather but nothing too crazy, and kind of like hands it over. Yeah, Graf, take a look at that there. And you like look over it, and it's not like a banknote or anything of that kind of monetary value, but what it is a deed to something called Troll Skull Manor.
Oh shit, we got a house.
I think you'll find that's worth its weight in gold. Housing market in Waterdeep is very good.
Is it made from an actual troll skull?
No. It's over. Wait, trying to get this right. I'm trying to get all the districts right. It's over the North Ward. It's a manor. It's not a wizard's tower or anything of that sort. No, it's not made out of a troll skull. It's just a nickname. I think it's a Troll Skull Alley of some sort.
Well, what's the catch?
There is no catch at all. It's yours. Call us evens. Do as you wish.
You're broke, aren't you?
I might have put all my gold into it. It's a fine piece of property. Northwood is actually a very nice district. And for those who are from Waterdeep, like Northwood can be, there are a lot of noble families have homes out there. Some of the streets and districts and neighborhoods in there can be very nice. And well-a-dude and have other different merchant activity and such in it. But he's like, okay, it also might be haunted. He seems like a nice fellow.
That's the catch.
Well, he seems nice. I did it for my research. I think I told you all, but Volo's Guide to Spirits and Specters and Floon, like, because like, man, we were trying to do spirits also. We're trying to do spirits. We were drinking. No, Floon, I'm not doing no spirits. That was a pun, my goodness. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, yes. So,
Oh, he is a ghost writer.
That's funny.
okie dokie. All right. Ghostwriter. Jokes. This one's got jokes. And he kind of leans over to you. He's like, do you really think Floon could be a writer? Tell me honestly.
I'm not sure he could write his own name.
I'm talking to Hellshire.
Well, if he can write as fast as he talks,
He
could write a lot of books.
Floon. Yes. How do you feel about writing letters whenever you need it? Nope, I send a servant. No, never. Writing. Take it back. Like, Volo's leaning into, say he's not my ghostwriter.
All right. I was just busting your balls, that's all.
Busting my balls. Please bust my other balls. Yes, well, as I was saying, there's a ghost, but he seems like a nice fellow. Just try not to piss him off or anything like that. But it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. We have to go to the courts and get some of the document signing and the deed written over to you. But it sounds like you don't need the gold. You're happy for that. Very good. Very good.
Well, this is quite nice. Thank you, Volo.
You can see like a little bit of like anxiousness about him kind of like melt a little bit because he did very much like, I'm not going to have their gold. They're going to be maybe pissed. But you guys are like, oh, yeah, we're active. He's like, oh, yeah. Great. So first thing in the morning, shall we go get all the proper work? We have to go to the castle ward, go to the courts and the magistrate, have everything kind of signed over to you all. And then you will be property owners and the city of splendors. How about that? Floon like leans in and
I'm going
whispers,
A haunted house.
"A haunted house. You could turn it into a business, attraction. Come meet the haunted thing here. People love gimmicks. What is it? Have you been to the mermaid? It's the singing mermaid there in Baldur's Gate. People love an atmosphere and mystery. The blushing mermaid. I remembered it finally. That's me speaking.
Hmm. Well, I'm sure the haunts aren't that bad.
Not too
It'd
bad.
be nice to have a place to go back to, as far as renting a room every night.
He might have thrown me out. But, he was very rude.
The spirit threw you
Yes.
out?
Forcefully.
Ah,
He didn't kill me, though, and he didn't try to eat my blood or brain or anything of that sort. I got some good research. What is it, a poltergeist, I think it is?
she was really trying to, be optimistic about living in a haunted house, but as soon as she hears that, the spirit, forcibly threw him out. Ah. Well,
Yeah.
I guess we will see.
Well, I imagine there's, transfer taxes and all that stuff. I imagine a well-read man like you ought to have the ability to pay for those. And since, after all, the house is what you're offering as payment, it'd be all the more fitting for you to be the one to cover those, eh?
He kind of gives you a very, awkward smile. Of course, I would very happily cover any sort of transfer taxes of the deed.
Or do an insight to see if he's, could actually cover it.
Roll an insight check.
Okay, because I'm if you're gifting someone a house, make things that God, I'm rolling bad. Okay.
No,
she
sorry.
believes him.
You take them as, remember, I say you don't have to, when I say, you believe what you want to believe, right? You read the situation how you want to. I'm not going to force you to change your mind or, your instincts.
I think realistically, she's thinking, all right, he didn't hand us gold. He just gave us a haunted house they got kicked out of, so that's maybe the only thing that he had of value.
I have a book deal, don't worry. The royalties will be in any day now.
Sure they will.
Yes, I mean, Volo's Guide to the Monster, it was a top seller. Wrote anyways, we won't get into my publishing deals of that sort. So tomorrow, we'll get that all transferred over, and maybe you'll get a nice little tour of your new home in Waterdeep. So, can we speak about Lord Renair, actually, now?
Let me guess, you want us to go and find him as well?
Please, yes. Yes, but I am... I cannot promise you any goods for this, but he's a dear friend, but also he is the son of Old-God Neverember, and we should not be having that kind of attention brought upon us if there's any issues. Could you look into that? At the very least, if you find him, he is a lord. I promise you, I have my means and my ends, but he, on the other hand, is a lord, and he will reward you handsomely, assuming he's alive.
You said that his father was the Lord of Waterdeep?
A former open lord of Waterdeep, actually, yes. Bit of a disgrace. Bit of a... Yes, the other lords here, he kind of leans in. Most people know about it, but he had a bit of unscrupulous activities, and he was accusations of this, and he was, while he was running Waterdeep, he thought it was appropriate of him to go off to another city and take charge there, Neverwinter. Needless to say, the other lords were not very happy with his behavior, and pushed him out. But his son is a fine fellow. Doesn't really talk to his father as much as I know, as I suspect, but he is still wealthy in his own ways, and he would, I think, would be gracious. And having a gracious, besides me and Floon here, and Floon's like has ordered wine. He's like, put it on Volo's tab. And he's like, no, okay, Floon, my good friend. Oh, you're my good friend. I'm glad you're alive. He kind of pats him on the shoulder. He would be able to reward you all very well if you would be able to... I know I'm speaking promises upon somebody else who's not here, but I'm trying to be genuine here. He is a fine fellow, and I think he would be very gracious. And having the favor
What
of a Lord of Waterdeep.
What other connections does this Lord Raynar have exactly?
He's connected to all the nobility of Waterdeep. Knows powerful people. He knows the Open Lady. Not that they're great friends by any means, but you know, he could open you doors to avenues of the city. Between you and me, and he kind of leans in, I think he might be on the Lord's Alliance.
Ooh, God, I hate having the negative one in history. Core roll.
Remember,
history
always,
check.
as I say too, is you guys see how much investigation and knowledge gathering is in this. If you ever want to tweak your
I
stats or
forgot.
anything,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just do this roll normally, but
at least have the opening here, right? Maybe it'll be different later, but that's gonna be a lot of
Yeah.
like, what's happening in Waterdeep?
yeah, just like yes, exactly. Yeah, history. Okay. Well, I'll see if I know the Lord. Okay, that's not bad. Lords of Alliance.
Lord's Alliance. And it's like NATO, right? So most people at least know conceptually what NATO is. It is an alliance of all the major city-states on the Sword Coast that have a binding agreement to support each other. Though, are they competitive? Does a one lord go and try to take over another city? Yes, like not that they're good people and they're always watching each other's backs, but if the world's coming to an end, the Lord's Alliance will be there to protect civilization. And it's usually powerful figures directly tied to the cities and their governments in some way, whether above table or in the dark. But very strong, a very powerful faction in their own right.
Cord looks at everybody else at the table, the group. It may be in our best interest to gain the favor of this lord and the Lords of Alliance. That is, if we want to face that mind flayer again.
Well, upside is, I don't think they had him either. After all, that's why they had Floon. They thought that Floon was the Lord Rainer. And, they were mistaken.
This means delving deeper into the Xanthar's Guild.
Aye, but thankfully we've got a contact.
One moment, everyone. One moment. Floon? Yes. Drink up. Drink. Cheers, my good friend, to your health and your you're great, your health. He's like, oh, yes. And like you watch as Volo like encourages him to drink. Yes, keep going, my good friend. Yes. And he kind of leans over. He's like, his memory is actually much better whenever he's a little drunk. It's a very odd peculiarity of him. So just bear with us for a little bit. And he kind of like tries to get him a little drunk on some wine. And Floon does like relax and let loose a little bit. And he does describe being in the Dark Ward at the dragon, the skewered dragon, and not going very far from that before being attacked, being abducted. And he's like, oh, yes, it's probably not more than a couple blocks from where we got attacked from. It's probably somewhere near, So he does kind of pinpoint that it's probably in the Dark Ward somewhere. He's like, no, it was everyone underground. No, it was just like an old warehouse of some sort. I'm going to actually roll a check here, see if he finds any, like, particular, remembers any, like, identifying details. 16. One moment. Oh, do you know what I did see there once? Or do I remember seeing? Do you know that odd, peculiar little shop out in the Dark Wars? The one with Zilablo. I don't remember this name. The odd, peculiar shop with the purple Volo. Oh yes. You're speaking of Zoblob's shop. Old Zoblob shop. Purple, he has a thing for it. You remember seeing that? Oh, yes, I do think I remember seeing that in the area. Got a peek of it against my captors. In a moment of bravery. Yes. So perhaps we have a lead, my friends, if you're interested on the job.
How do you spell Zoblob?
Oh, exactly how it sounds.
Is that 1 O or 2 O's? Oh.
Zoblob. I've been wanting to do a write-up on him myself, but I haven't got around to. He's a very odd little character. A very fun little shop, all sorts of little trinkets. But again, some sort of weird fascination with the color purple. Odd fellow.
Okay. So, this Zoblob shop.
Was spotted
It's
nearby.
a place to start.
Are you taking the job?
She looks around at everybody else.
I don't see why not.
I don't see. I am with the green one on this.
Excellent.
So,
Yes, yes, everyone? Yes, very good, very good. All right. Oh, it's getting very late, yes, both IRL and in the evening, so we're getting closer and closer to 11. Are you sure I cannot do a little write-up for you all for the Waterdeep Gazette?
No.
You've literally gone from killing a troll and within hours of being tasked with a heroic deed, you all have come back with him in hand. This is extraordinary. They should know. Madame, I know you have some considerations of mysteriousness and keeping it. I can change it. I can say names and descriptions of these people have been changed due to devilish details of some sort like that. Please, at all? No?
Yeah, she's like rubbing the side of her unmasked face.
We would sell like hotcakes. The people of Waterdeep love adventurer parties and love. Look at Force Grey, for heaven's sake, or the House of Heroes. You could find your names in that same echelon of some such fine establishment as that.
I don't
We don't
want
wanna
my
draw
name in there. That is the
Too
whole
much
point.
attention.
I wouldn't put your name in it. I would change names and such. And you can build up a mysterious reputation for who you are. And I get to give you part of the profit.
You say that, but
a copper a sheet we sell? I would have to
Sounds
discuss.
terrible.
Sir, do you know how many copies of Volo's Volo's Guide to Monsters I have sold? Do you?
We know how wealthy you are.
Yeah.
You knew how wealthy I was enough to buy a manor in the North Ward. I'm sorry that I've spent all that good gold. I know how to make money. I just don't know how to
Write
hold
what
on
you
to it.
wish. Just try to keep our names and appearances out of it.
You have my promise. Absolutely. I
As
just
long
would-
as it is fine with everyone else.
Yes, everyone. He's like looking around eagerly.
Change the names and descriptions.
And descriptions. And you might not know this, but I'm not completely opposed to a little bit of embellishment. So, we'll grow the stories a little bit here. I'll try to get maybe Duran to give like a little quote on it or something of that sort. Anyways, I'll talk to the publisher. I'll make sure you all get in on any sort of profits or anything that goes selling about. So, I'll do this for you all. I'll try and get it to 2 copper a sheet. Okay? It's a good deal. It's a good deal. Publisher, me, you. It's a good deal. All right. Excellent. You all are ladies and gentlemen. You have done one good deed for me, and I thank you for taking the idea of the manor so graciously. And it now seems that you will be doing another good deed for the people of Waterdeep and for the people of Sword Coast. And he does give you what seems to be a genuine bow, and he takes his hat off. Thank you, mysterious strangers, for your kindness and bravery. It has been noted. I will see you in the morning, and we can meet here and go to the castle vault and meet with the magistrate. Is that fine with you all?
Hey, just to remember to bring the money for the fees for changing property.
I will not forget. I won't forget. 25 gold, I believe it is. Yes. You've
I thought you said it was 80.
No, no, my good Hillshire. No. It's definitely 25 gold. I know that for a fact.
What? Cora's like very honest. I can't remember what amount he originally did say.
Funny enough, I don't think he mentioned before that cost of it. Just that Graf was like,
okay.
you're gonna cover any of that taxes or
Gotcha.
fees, right? He's like, yes, of course. And so he had just mentioned like 25 gold for the
Okay.
the fee.
I do believe that the deed transaction fee is 25 gold.
Oh yes, I know how much it costs. I know how much it costs.
Cora says that to the group.
Yeah.
Just so they can, like what Willow said.
Love it. So, meet here in the morning. Let's not say crack of dawn, maybe 10th bell, and we'll get you all signed up for the new home. Exciting business. Thank you all again. Have a good evening. Balloon. Yes. Come. Let's drink. Let's talk about spirits. Balloon also is like, thank you all so much. Thank you so much. He seems much more calm and a little bit more at ease now that he's got a little bit of wine in him and such. He's just like, thank you all. I'll see you around. Bye. Thank you. And they wander off into the yawning portal. Any closing statements or anything you'd like here in the yawning portal?
I was gonna say, what time are we meeting Yagra the next day?
Sunset.
Sunset.
Essentially,
Okay, and then we're
sundown.
meeting Volo in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just didn't want them to like show up at the same time, and then she learns who asked for Floon. Okay, cool. We're good.
Cool. All right, guys. GG's. GG's.
GG's.
Yeah.
Also,
Just
I
like.
think it'd be kind of funny if our group name was the Stranger's Danger.
The Stranger's Danger.
Yeah, because he was like, "Oh, mysterious
Sure.
strangers," and I was like, "Stranger danger."
The strangers. Are we doing strangers like danger?
Yeah.
Strangers of dangers.
The strangers of danger.
You guys can talk about.
Strangers of danger.
I want to
like
see
it.
you guys get into that with your like RP or something discussing it. I love it. I love it.
Just
It's
real
a good
quick, we're gonna be Sod for short, right?
one. Sod. Quick question. Do you have the answers now? But let's just put it on the radar because Thanksgiving is later this month, right? So usually Wednesday through Thursday in the weekend sometimes. Anybody know offhand that like that Wednesday's not going to work for them? They're traveling, seeing family or anything. Again, you don't have to have an
I
answer
don't-
now, but
Okay.
I'm just curious if anyone knew right off the rip. Like, oh yeah, I'm definitely traveling
I
for Thanksgiving.
think I'm good for the Wednesday right before Thanksgiving.
Cool.
I'm saying it loud with my wife in the hotel room bed across the room. See if she's gonna acknowledge my existence, but she's not listening.
No worries. Yeah, just if you hear differently, just
Okay.
let us
we'll
all
let you
know so we can make plans. Yep. Awesome.
If I'm
Alright.
still unemployed next week, I will probably be busy. But if I am not unemployed, then I will be available.
Are you talking about the 25th or are you just talking about next week in general?
Yes.
Okay.
Both.
Gotcha. No
Whole
worries.
thing.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Makes total sense.
oddly